Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 14th, 2025, and we are coming to you live. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good.
May the 14th be with you.
Is that what that is? No, it's the 4th. Yeah. Today.
Doesn't that sound way later than it should be? May 14th already?
Oh,
Yeah.
2025.
It's flying.
Calvin, the idea that my daughter has 2 weeks of school left is blowing my mind.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
The crew's going to be here before now.
Yeah.
Today is my mother's birthday, which is weird to say because she's dead. But it's also weird that she's dead.
Yeah, I also don't like whenever people say heavenly birthday.
Yeah.
Happy heavenly birthday. You're like, that's...
Yeah, I'm not very. I mean, I like my mom and I miss her and all
I
that.
like my
no,
mom.
Everybody loves their mom,
Right.
But I also liked my mom,
Yeah.
and got along. I'm just not a very.
Sentimental.
I mean, I'm not emotional. Yeah, I'm sentimental-ish. I'm not very emotional. Like it stinks. She's dead, and she died pretty young for considering, But I don't. There's nothing I can do about it. And I don't know. I think the best thing you could do when somebody dies is not forget them. You know what I mean? So I don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not much of a. I don't know what happens when we die, and I stop thinking about it because I'm going to die either way. You know what I mean? One day I'm going to die, and that's the only time I'm ever going to find out. And I'm not going to be able to tell any of you guys about it.
Well, today would be a good day to do something with her ashes that you're always concerned about and don't know what to do.
Throw them out.
No. Joe, you got can work.
All right.
Mom
listen,
can't work.
I won't let you put them in the can, Mike. I'll take them to my house.
I mean, you have to keep in mind, I'm not talking about I have a full urn of my mother's ashes that is out in my living room on display on a shelf. You wouldn't know it if you looked at it. It looks like a big butterfly. But I have that in my home. I also have an extra box. I guess like from the waist down is in my office.
So why don't you give that to your brother?
He doesn't want it. Nobody wants a pile of ashes.
Right.
It's morbid and it's ridiculous.
But that's why you go and put it somewhere.
Right.
Ceremonially.
Or again, you just put it in another urn, and the next holiday at your brother's house, you show up and you just hide it.
Just leave it there. That'd be pretty funny.
And you know what I mean? And then see how long
Guess who's in your house.
Yeah, see how long it takes for him to notice.
When I go to Rough Shot Todd's house, I just randomly leave stuff there.
Yeah.
Old DVDs and stuff. I just put them in the bathroom. I put them up in the cupboard.
That's a good idea, Carmen, to do that, to leave it at my brother's house.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. My brother's like, he just thinks it's morbid too. But here's the thing. I know my mother, and my mother from day one was like, when I die, I want to be cremated. Do not put me in the ground. So I feel like even though she's dead and in the ash form now, that if I went and sprinkled her outside in the backyard, she'd be like, yeah, I told you not to do that. There's bugs out there and all that. Even though that makes no sense whatsoever, I feel like that's what she told me not to do.
No, there's bugs in here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she told you not to put her in the ground, so don't bury her, but like...
She doesn't want to be around the bugs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And there's plenty of bugs outside.
Yeah.
Do you have to accept the ashes once they're cremated? Can they dispose of them somehow?
So, yes. So they were like, here's the urn, and we have the remaining ashes. And I assumed that my brother would want them or something, So my wife actually is the one who dealt with it. And when they brought it over, she was like, so here's what we have. We have the urn and we have this. And I was like, okay. And they were in my wife's office for a while. Then my wife began using her office for work. And I was like, I had to move all the stuff out of her office into my office. Now my office is just like storage, and including dead bodies.
But it's also 100% a way for them to make money.
Oh, yeah.
Like you taking the ashes, well, how are you going to take the ashes? You can take them in a box? No, put them in a nice urn. We happen to sell urns. When they can figure out how for you to take the person's fingers, that would be a thing too. You know what I mean? Like,
well, can I tell you, Galvin?
You didn't take your aunt's fingers, You gotta
Having
remember.
been through both a burial and a cremation, it is unbelievable the difference. When my brother's first wife died, she was very young, and she had insurance and all sorts of other things. And I went into the funeral home, and I have never seen more of a shyster than the funeral director.
Oh, yeah.
The things that they say to you and take advantage of your emotions at that time is unbelievable. We can put a nice silk lined box so she's comfortable. And I wanted to go, hey, buddy, we know she's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
And you don't want it to be a wooden because the wood could rot over time. And she's in concrete in the ground.
And
what do I care if it rots?
Mentally, you're in your most emotional
course.
state where you're vulnerable to, I don't care what it costs.
And,
type thing.
and they know how much insurance you have. So you have $30,000 just designated to burial. So they want every penny of it.
and then we all watched the 4 seasons, and at the end, I mean, it's been out long enough, right?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I just whipped his headphones
okay.
off. Yeah. Well, you don't have to say who or what.
No. But
I'm watching it right now.
Okay, but I won't give too much or really anything away. Someone does die, and there's an urn scene, and they're like cutting corners and this and that, and they're like, no, we don't want the expensive one, we don't want this, we don't want that, and they bring her out in a very
don't ruin it.
No,
Her.
No.
No.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, no, you don't know anything. But anyway, they bring them out in an urn, and everyone's like, "What is this?" And they're like, "This is your loved one."
If you go too cheap,
right,
you can go too cheap. Yeah.
The best all time is at the end of the Big Lebowski where they put Donnie in the coffee can because they don't want to buy the urn.
My mother was a big butterfly person. She believed dead people came back as butterflies, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's what all dead people who know somebody who died think. And so she's in a butterfly urn. I'm sure she's very happy about that. And the rest of her is in a cardboard box, and she's probably very angry at me about it. I don't know what she wants me to do. She put me in a weird position by telling me not to throw her in the ground and then leaving the box. So right now she's just sitting in my office with the rest of it.
Put her up there with the Funko Pops.
Oh, I think she'd probably like that.
Yeah.
If I Funkoed her and emptied it and filled a Funko Pop with her ashes, she would love that.
Yeah.
So can I tell you, Chad's family does something kind of different, but I also really like it. They put them in plants. And
that's a good idea.
Yeah, they use
Still
them as
bugs.
Right, but I mean, maybe not for your mom, but they put them as a plant, and it's, and then that way, and they put them in the fertilizer, and then that way the plant always grows and comes back and stuff like that. And Chad goes down to his mom, and that's what he does. He helps her like garden and like keep all the plants alive and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's something different, and I really like it.
Why don't you add it to your homemade laundry detergent?
I don't think that's a good cleaning solution.
Kara, what if you found out it was? What if all of a sudden it was making everything smell wonderful?
Listen, I'm going to the home. I'm getting some more bodies then.
What is that, Tide? No, it's Mike's mom. Smells wonderful. Oh, it's funny. You want to talk about sentimental and me not being sentimental? But yesterday I was looking for something on my phone, and I have a whole bunch of voicemails that I never heard before from my grandmother.
Oh,
She would call me a lot and leave voicemails, and sometimes I would let her go to voicemail on purpose. And I have a ton of them that I've never actually listened to. I didn't listen to them all yesterday, but I did listen to one. It was good to have, I have a hope. Did anybody watch Bad Thoughts?
Yeah, I did.
I watched the first one.
They put some money into that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I can't figure out. I just started watching them in a row, and the first one made me laugh. The second one was just weird, and then the third one got weirder, and I was like, all right, I have to go to bed before I have nightmares.
That's exactly what I did as well.
Yeah.
It was funny, and then you were like, well, this one's not as funny.
Right, but it was weird. But
also,
then it's bad thought. It's things that he just thought about,
Yeah, but also he made a couple of them on his own and then showed it to Netflix. And they're like, yeah, we'll make it, whatever. Because he has that guy that he works with that did, whenever he did that dance video, the whole bird thing, whatever. And that guy's the actual director and does have him, Tom has money to put into it. And he said that, if he would have just shown Netflix a script or whatever, they would have been like, no way are we doing this. But he showed it to him, and they're like, yeah, this is crazy, and we'll make some. And
there's one video where Tom accidentally craps his pants. And it was nightmarish.
Yeah.
It was awful, and it looked so real and so gross, and it was just,
How about some of the actors that are in there?
Well,
There's AJ from The Sopranos.
That's the only one I saw, and because he's on their network. They're on his network.
That one was weird.
The first guy that's sending him on the mission and stuff, that guy's in everything. He was in Boardwalk Empire. He's been in a ton of different
I just didn't recognize him.
Yeah, he's one of those actors. He was also in American Primeval. Like, he's in a ton of things. He's one of that guys that's a great actor, but you don't necessarily know his name. But yeah, they were talking about AJ from The Sopranos. You know the last thing he did before he did Bad Thoughts? Sopranos.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything else. Like, people have offered him a ton of stuff, obviously. He didn't do it, and then does this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he only does this because he's on their network.
No, their podcast.
Their podcast.
Yeah. But I mean, he's doing it because he likes Tom and he wants to do this. Yeah.
That one was really weird.
What's
going on?
It was great because it was funny. It was funny in the first part when he was doing the IT guy.
Yeah.
And then the second part, you're like,
what is happening?
What is going on?
Exactly what I thought.
I mean, it's exactly how I felt when it was over. I was like, I have to go to bed. This is blowing my mind. Yeah.
But I like when he's being the IT guy and he's doing the stuff, and he's like, clearly he's doing this, and then he goes, he's being a little Chinese girl.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
there's a
nuts.
lot of like, what the hell is going on?
The idea that his mom watched it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen it, so what else? Oh, this is something that's blowing my mind. Did anybody play any video games on their phone?
No.
I do sometimes.
What are you playing? Anything?
Right now, there's what's it called? It's like these. You put these bolts on.
Bolts?
Nut Sort Master.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
They're
it's
different colors.
Different colors, and you get it's like a puzzle game. I usually play puzzle games.
I don't even really play Pokemon that much. I do play this game where you have to break bricks with a ball.
I used to play that one.
Just out of boredom. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not sitting there addicted to it. It's just that I'm sitting there doing nothing or waiting in the car. I'll play it for a little while. I am inundated with advertisements for a game that you have all seen before called Royal Match, where there is a king and the king keeps getting in trouble and you have to free the king. And it looks like the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't care about the king. I don't want to save him. I can't imagine that game is fun. I don't want to know about it, and I never played it. Have you seen the commercials for this with celebrities? Courtney Cox and Lisa Kudrow doing it together.
I saw that.
LeBron James doing it. I mean, how much money can this game be making?
Well, that's exactly
and they advertise it with no ads.
That's exactly what I thought because of those people.
Right.
Think of how much money Courtney Cox and Lisa Kudrow have just from Friends.
Think of how much they've turned down in offers of endorsements before.
And we know how much LeBron makes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just contract NBA stuff.
Right.
But then on top of that, all the endorsements and everything else that he has. Whatever. Yeah, they have hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, between them, billions of dollars. Yeah, it's crazy.
What would make them do this endorsement?
Do they have a piece of the company?
Even if they do,
so
how much money can this company be making?
Or do they get a roll off of it? You know?
Apps make crazy amounts of money. This game in the U.S. alone made $774 million in 2024.
But how is it making money? Because they say it's free and there's zero advertisements. I mean, I'm sure it's making money somehow, but how?
Well, it's got ads in there.
It's advertised by Courtney Cox and LeBron James as zero ads.
You have to buy
in the game. There's ads.
It says zero ads though, so that's misleading.
Yeah, I've seen some ads.
If you buy it. It's like any other game. Like there's a free version with ads, and there's.
But no. I get what you're saying, Carmen. But they're advertising it as free with absolutely no ads. Like that, I get what you're saying. There is a free version, then you upgrade and you get no ads too. But they're saying it's a free game with no ads. That's why.
Do you
I can't
have
figure
to buy
it out.
stuff in the game?
Yeah,
maybe that's probably. What
there's a lot. There's in-app purchases. You can buy like coins and stuff to
get
different
addicted.
things. Yeah. Like it says it's the highest grossing game in the United States.
Holy smokes.
Market dominance, growth, including 84% year-on-year increase. The game's revenue is primarily generated through an in-app purchase of coins, which players can use to purchase extra moves and overcome challenging levels. 2024, $774 million. Just in the United States. $3 billion in user spending worldwide.
Well, $3 billion. There you go. They give LeBron James $100 million to do the commercial. He'll do it.
Yeah, the apps make crazy. Like remember, like Angry Birds made billions of dollars.
I know, but I can't understand. I mean, you're watching these commercials and you're like, how much did two girls from Friends cost?
Yeah,
they don't do any. They could be doing like makeup and all that other stuff. They don't do anything, and you know that they had to hit them with like $25-50 million.
It says the likes of Jimmy Fallon and all these.
Jimmy Fallon too.
They said they're getting paid at least $1 million each for their appearances.
Oh, there's got to be way more. LeBron James less than $1 million.
That's what Google is saying. I mean, if you're there you get $1 million to work for an hour.
By the way, just to point out, they're still both getting at least $20 million per year from Friends.
Yeah.
Still.
Right. So what do you think they need another, even if it's an hour's worth of work for $1 million? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got $20 million a year if I don't do nothing. I don't know. It's hard to figure out how that's happening.
It has to be. They're getting maybe back end. Yeah, something's going on.
I'm open to it, by the way, Royal Match. If you're looking for
I'll do it for
local endorsers, I'll take that $1 million in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I played the game. I'm like level 40 something
on Royal Match.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't appeal to me at all.
It's the same thing. It's the same. It's just they're all these puzzle games. You match the things are all the same.
You know the last game that I played on my phone? Well, besides Solitaire, I'm old school. I'll play Solitaire. Whatever.
Snake?
No, the Angry Birds.
Yeah, I still play Angry Birds.
That was the only thing I've ever played on my phone.
Yeah.
I have the Impulse app. I love that.
What is that?
It's like brain games. So you do like math and puzzles and just a bunch of other matching and stuff like that. So
yeah, I used to have the moron test. Remember that? It would tell you. It would show you 3 images and it would go press the triangle. And then it would go to the next one and it'd be like 2 plus 2 divided by 2 to get, and then it would give you and every time you'd screw up, you'd have to go back and start from the beginning. It was good because it's just simple, but you have to be quick, And after a while, it just gets so frustrating. You're like, all right, I'm a moron. I get it. I'm not doing it anymore.
What game used to be great on the computer was You Don't Know Jack.
Oh, yeah.
That was
I
fun.
remember that one.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
I don't know. I saw that Royal Match thing with LeBron James, and I was like, they've got to be paying him a crap ton of money.
Because the ad's 30 seconds, if that.
Yeah. But still, it's him. It's him. You just see the ad with LeBron. It was him with a press conference where he had a book, and he was like, they showed him open the book, and he was really playing.
Right. Because they talk about him. He's always reading books and stuff. But then also there is another one too where he's working out with his fingers. He's like on the treadmill and he's doing different things. Yeah.
I bought a book last night.
Oh,
Carmen, are you reading anything good?
No,
spicy.
No, I just haven't been reading. It's by my bed. I need to start. I've been telling myself I need to get back into it, but
my wife's going through, a book a week. That's
crazy.
She's crazy how she just picks up a book, a random, and just picks it up and reads it all, and then sticks with it. So I'm not too much of a reader. I get bored very easy, but I found a book yesterday by Stephen King that I didn't even know existed.
Oh yeah,
and I ordered it last night, and it's already here. I ordered it in the middle of the night, and it had already showed up at my house.
Nice.
Amazon is amazing.
What is the book?
It's called 11/22/63.
Okay.
It is about a guy who can travel through time, and he travels back to stop the Kennedy assassination. I thought that was very interesting. Less spirit Stephen King, more sci-fi. I will find that interesting, I think. I like the Kennedy assassination story, and Stephen King's obviously Stephen King.
Did Cody's book show up?
Cody's books did not show
Really?
that I know of. Yeah, I can go check my mail pile.
Yeah.
They may be there, and I don't know.
He told me I gave him the address. He was going to send them here.
Remind me after the show, please, because I do have quite a stack of things that I get to go through.
Have you seen the preview for the new Stephen King movie, The Long Walk?
I have not.
It looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. It is it starts out and you think it's just like kind of a feel-good movie, whatever, where they're in a contest to see who can walk the longest, and the one that makes it the longest gets however much money, they win a prize.
I would not do well on that.
No, but then you realize that it's not happy and fun, and they give a warning to somebody because you have to go at least 3 miles per hour, and they give them the third warning, and they shoot him in the head. And
I think I did see it, or did we talk about this?
We talked about it the other day. It's a kid from Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty good because you started out and you're like, what are they doing? They're all like happy and kind of, hey, I'm gonna win the money, I'm gonna win it, this and that. And then they're like, warning, and shoot the kid in the head, and you're like, we better start walking faster.
Man, what goes through Stephen King that he's got all those things in his head, all those stories in his head?
Yeah, it used to be cocaine, but I don't know what it is now.
It was cocaine, right? I heard somebody talking about that the other day.
Yeah,
he always looked weird.
Oh yeah,
he looked frazzled and weird. Okay, good. So I am looking forward to reading. How do you like that? I never thought I'd say that before. excited to tell you about our announcement next week.
I know.
I had a little meeting about it yesterday. It's going to be very... Carmen, you good on the dates?
Nope. I'm
What,
kidding.
you
Yeah, I'm good.
I was like, I knew I sent it.
Yeah. I think. I hope.
Yeah, I was very excited, and Gio made a graphic that I didn't even know was applicable to the situation.
Yeah, that's what
He
I
said-
said.
No, I'm just saying when you send it over, I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Joe, how are you doing?
I'm good, Michael.
How are things at the island?
Things are nice at the island.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Post Mother's Day?
Post Mother's Day, calming down a little bit.
How are the animals?
Well, there's 4 of them,
Yeah.
so they make a lot of noise. But other than that, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to check that out
We got
around
small dogs. And
4 dogs?
4 dogs.
And then the cat left.
The cat left. Yeah, she
Cat
bailed.
went with Spanish.
Yeah, probably.
Not
You just stopped.
just wandering through the streets of St. Pete.
You
Well, I
just
mean-
stopped keeping it.
No,
you
no.
guys stole it from your neighbor,
Yeah, we did.
and then you kept it for a while, and then it just disappeared.
Well, it was an outside cat. It would come in and go.
It still blows my mind, cats and dogs, because you see cats all the time. You see cats around your neighborhood. You see cats. Whenever you see a cat, you go, oh, cat walking around. If you saw a dog, you'd be like, I got to help this dog.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So last night, I was laying in bed, and Joey slept at his girlfriend's house, and probably like around 10 o'clock, the Ring doorbell went off, the front door. And I'm like, who is that? Who can that be, And I looked down. Any idea who it was?
Tom.
5 raccoons.
Oh, really?
5 of them. They just came walking out in a little pack, just 5 raccoons. And I went to go text Amanda, and she goes, I'm already on it. I said, okay.
Yeah, Elliot told his friends. He goes, some crazy lady's
Sucker
giving
in
me
this
apples
house.
and marshmallows.
Yeah, so 5 raccoons came by. And then the other problem, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this or not, but have you heard the ghost in the driveway yet?
No.
Oh, man. Every time I go in the driveway, I hear, ooh. And I go, who is it? And it's the ghost in the driveway. It's my idiot wife. Now that she has the Ring doorbell on her phone, she is haunting the driveway whenever I go in it. And I go, Amanda, I got to go. And she goes, it's not Amanda. It's the ghost in the driveway. I said, okay, you're adorable. What do you want from me? All right, we got a good show today. It is Wednesday, which means Galvin has a brand new open letter.
I do.
For how many years have you been doing open letters?
493.
Seems like it, right?
Yeah.
It is. We're on 18 years of doing this show, and you're a good 17 and a half of it.
At least,
Yeah. So we got a brand new open letter coming up. We've got stuff to give away. Carmen will tell us what that is when we come back from break, and we'll play a little bit of Sporkle. I'm on fire with Sporkle right now. I'm going for what, 6 in a row today? Good. Your enthusiasm
All right.
is...
Yes.
Thank you. And then what else? Carmen, there was something else I had to tell you. And we got $1,000 at the Bone Bonus keyword coming up. First shot at 8 o'clock. We'll take a quick break. Sporkle's next. It's a Mike Calta show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County had an earlier accident eastbound I-4 at McIntosh Road. Crews have since moved that to the left shoulder. Still seeing onlooker delays, though, that has slowdowns all the way back to Paul Buckman Highway. Give yourself extra time if that's where you're headed this morning. The good news is westbound I-4 in pretty good shape right now. No problems to slow you down on 275 or 75. Those toll roads running up to speed as well. Pinellas County in very good shape with no accidents to report. And so far, so good on those Bay Area bridges as well. I'm Monica with traffic.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
If you've gotten a quote on replacement doors or windows lately, you know that they are not cheap. I talk about WeatherTight windows a lot, and I'll be honest, they don't usually have the cheapest price. But if you value great service before and after the sale, excellent installation, and guaranteed satisfaction, then it's worth every penny that you would spend with WeatherTight to replace your windows or doors. Some things are priceless. Just call and tell them that Mike Calta sent you.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
It's win or go home in the NBA playoffs, but not for new customers on the Hard Rock Bet. New signups get a bonus back up to $100 if the first bet doesn't win. Or if you'd rather bet on golf, we got another major teeing off this month. Your first bet works like a mulligan. If you land in the water, you get up to $100 back for tee off again. Make every point, rebound, and assist mean more. Every goal, every shot, no matter what sport you prefer, Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on the playoffs in just a few easy taps. Download the Hard Rock Bet app online now or go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-MINUTE.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart. And we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. If you've ever looked at your investment accounts and thought, is this going to be the right move or am I missing something? You probably are. And that's okay because the fine folks at Trajan Wealth, they're here to help. Their fiduciary advisors are trained to turn confusion into complete financial clarity. They'll walk you through what you have, what's working, what's not, help you roll over that old 401k, or maybe you just want to fine-tune the retirement strategy that you already have. There's no pressure, there's no product pushing, and no commissions, just honest advice built specifically for your financial needs. Give them a call today at 813-550-1000 and set up a free consultation, or you can visit TrajanWealth.com. Stop wondering. Get those financial questions answered today. Again, that's 813-550-1000 or TrajanWealth.com, TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Get away with a great deal. New South is offering 45% off windows and doors for one day only, May 17th, 2025, with an extra 5% off when you arrive at our showroom before noon. That's half off new windows and doors. Plus, you get a vacation voucher on us. Invest in better home protection and get away for some R&R. Bring your window and door measurements to our showroom May 17th, 2025. Offer is subject to conditions. Visit newsouth.com/50.
If you want great food, cold beer, and a reason to get off the couch, Hooters has it locked down this summer. Start with their Buffalo Shrimp Special. 10 shrimp tossed in whatever sauce you're craving, plus a pile of fries, and it won't crush your wallet either. Or switch it up. Hit the tacos. 3 options. Shrimp tacos, mahi tacos if you're feeling fancy, or chicken tender tacos if you're staying landlocked. And yeah, they throw in curly fries or tots because they actually know what you want. Now, let's talk beer. Big Daddy mugs of Bud or Bud Light, just $6. Mick Ultra, $6.50, or just go big with buckets, 5 for $25. They have 11 locations in the Tampa Bay area, and everybody loves Hooters. Plus, they have 2 new locations coming this summer. Go to originalhooters.com to find the location near you. Stop by Hooters and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
To really appreciate the value of International Diamond Center, you need to go back more than 4 decades, when owner Keith LeClaire used to supply diamonds to upscale jewelry stores. He was a trusted source for the most exquisite diamonds and fine jewelry. But then Keith decided to start selling those amazing diamonds straight to the public. He opened IDC and changed the game in jewelry retailing by offering hand-selected, dazzling diamonds at no middleman pricing. Today, IDC dominates the Florida jewelry scene with stores in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, Orlando, Naples, Gainesville, and on the Treasure Coast. This is a powerhouse jeweler with the largest selection of natural diamonds, unbeatable value pricing, a 100% buyback guarantee, all the top names in bridal design, no commission salespeople, and an incredible reputation for honesty and transparency. For those moments that define your love and your relationship, IDC is the go-to place. The first and only official jeweler of the Gators. International Diamond Center. Get locations and learn more at shopidc.com.
During the month of May, Universal Roof and Contracting will help you get ready for storm season by offering 15% off roof replacements and repairs. Monthly payments as low as $115. Plenty of great financing options are available, and they will inspect your roof for free. Complimentary roof inspections. They've been in business for 32 years, and they're veteran-owned. Go to universalroof.com. That's universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
You know, when it comes to selling a home, I know that you have a lot of choices. A lot of people have billboards, but I'm telling you, the best guy in the area is my friend Jeff Borum. He is constantly investing in cutting edge technology and marketing to make sure the most people get eyes on your home. And you know what that means? That means you'll get the most money for your home when sold. You can actually say goodbye to all the guesswork because Jeff and his team have a program that does it all for you. You can find it right there on their website, teamborum.com. That's Team Borum, B-O-R-H-A-M. They have a home value estimator right there on their site. So if you're looking to sell your home or you're looking for the home of your dreams right here in the Tampa Bay area, trust a realtor that is right here in the Tampa Bay area. And that is my friend Jeff Borum. Him and his entire team will work for you, take all the stress out of it, get you the home of your dreams, or get you the most money for your home when it's time to sell. Simply contact Jeff at teamborum.com. That's B-O-R-H-A-M, Team Borum, and tell him you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Saturday, May 17th is Furman Chevy of Brandon's Military Appreciation Event. Don't miss this star-spangled day of live music, free barbecue, giveaways, and exclusive military offers. Together, let's drive and honor our heroes. Get all the details at FurmanChevy.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Your power bill keeps going up year after year. Solar Bear locks in your rate and gives you the first 12 months completely free. Why keep paying more? Go solar with Solar Bear. Visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Mike Calta here for the Gold and Diamond Source. If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source now through May 31st. You can double your trade up to $5,000. If you trade in $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high. So this is the time to come in and trade in and celebrate the people that serve our country, and shopping is easy. There is no chance you leave without finding something that you need. They have the largest selection in the country. You can take advantage of their 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means means if you have financing for $5,000, your monthly payment would only be $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Plus, it comes with free services, free sizing, free setting, free lifetime warranty, free jewelry cleaning, and free appraisals. The Golden Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed from in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Almerton Road, right off 275, or check them out at goldendiamond.com and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the number 2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that number 1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
We love telling you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, an institution in Pinellas County, right on Gandy Boulevard. It's like walking back into the good old days of table games. You got $5 minimums at some of the tables. They've got appetizers coming by every few hours and free cocktails while you're playing.
Yeah, it's real simple and real fun. You can play Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Mississippi Stud, and I Love Suits. And if you don't know what beats what, just look up the poker hand rankings on the mural. It'll give you a little guidance.
I got to say, I am somebody who has not played a bunch of poker in my life. So being able to look up at this amazing, a very beautiful mural, if I may say so myself, that breaks down everything. Royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, straight. I can be a genius even if I'm really not. You've got to check out Win Derby at Derby Lane.
Great place to host your next event, too. If you have an office party or a bunch of friends getting together, head on out to the legendary Derby Lane. You can all win some money, have a great time, and walk out of there with more money in your pockets than you walked in with. It is the legendary Derby Lane.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
I guess, going into International Diamond Center and them getting to know me personally and finding out that I am a nurse, a first responder, they offered a gracious discount, so definitely helped with my purchase.
Meet Crystal Caban, Air Force veteran and now critical care nurse. She's happily wearing several pieces of jewelry from IDC.
Knowing that I'm not coming in to spend a lot of money, just knowing that they're supportive with the first responders and getting a discount really helped entice me in making my purchase.
At IDC, we roll out the red carpet for heroes in uniform like Crystal every day, with personalized service and a 15% discount over and above IDC's everyday unbeatable price.
I felt so warmed and welcomed, and that's just what kept us coming back again and again.
Are you a first-time responder or veteran? Join Crystal and countless others who've made International Diamond Center their home for jewelry.
Hi, I'm Crystal Caban. I would highly recommend International Diamond Center to any first responder.
International Diamond Center.
They will absolutely take care of you. I promise you that.
Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Get the dirt out before school's out and call Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Get ready for Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade Event, May 15th through the 18th. Get the highest value for your RV guaranteed during the biggest RV trade event of the year. Shop the best RV deals in America with new RVs starting as low as $92 a month. Get ready for the holiday weekend with up to 45% off grills and 25% off product installation. Plus, we'll have free hats, free propane refills, free food, and fun for the whole family. Don't miss the incredible Red, White, and New Trade Event, May 15th through the 18th at your local Camping World.
See dealer for full details and disclaimer.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and more. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterbrook from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny skies, and I'm going to go with seasonably warm this afternoon as high temperatures go back into the upper 80s for later today. Mild and muggy tonight with a low temperature in the mid-70s, and mostly sunny and hot for Thursday. Tomorrow's high temperature around 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
Don't write yourself off yet.
6:43 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. Our phone numbers are 800-771-1025. Coming up at 8 o'clock, a chance to win $1,000. We'll give you the Bone bonus keyword. You just put it in the app and you can win $1,000. It's that easy. You're not required to, but you should buy us a pizza afterwards. Just putting that out there in the universe. Or maybe one of them cheesesteaks that Carmen's always talking about. Whatever. We're not going to turn it away. What do we have to give away this morning, Carmen?
So we have tickets for Stained.
Damn, that hasn't happened yet?
Nope.
It always happens.
Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
Mike Campbell.
And
Cage the Elephant.
The legendary Cage the Elephant.
Well, the Cage the Elephant is with the Legends.
They are the Legends.
Yeah.
No, they're with the Legends.
I mean, I think it's called
NBT
the
Legends with Cage the Elephant.
Right. What they're saying is
they're
that
the legends.
the show is filled with legends like Cage the Elephant.
They're legends of
NBT.
next big thing. Yeah.
I think they're saying we have Legends, and then we also have Cage the Elephant.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
They did not name this correctly.
Because they also have McDoodle the Noodle Boodle or whatever. Remember, it was some other.
Yeah, I don't remember. But I do remember yesterday you saying on the show, it's funny to you how they have a legendary show and it's all great. And then why do they need to advertise it on our station?
Yeah.
Because I saw it on our Instagram post the other day, 1025 The Bones Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cage the Elephant. Yeah.
Interesting.
Let it go. Let it go. All right, let's give that stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. I am, as the Mexicans say, en fuego.
Yes, see.
Going for 6 in a row.
I think it's pronounced Infago.
You're a Fago. I thought you were going to say Infatso, which would have been funny, too.
Yeah.
All right, Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing.
Well, I don't understand. All the people on hold dropped off. We had all the lines are full, and now there's only 5 lines filled.
You crapped on Cage the Elephant.
Right? I mean, we have other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants the other tickets that we're not giving away for Sporkle.
Oh, so
the Metallica tickets.
They don't want to win and then get the 30 days.
Smart.
Yeah.
Locked out.
Smart. Well, they're full now, so. All right, I'm sorry, Carmen. What are we playing?
Oh, good. We're going to be playing Missing Words 2000 albums. Can you name the missing word to these albums released in the early 2000s?
Yeah. This is where you might have got me.
Okay. I'll give you the beginning of the title. You're going to give me the missing word. And if you cannot get it, I will give you the artist. Okay?
All right, yeah.
In A minor.
Songs.
Galvin.
Is that Drake?
Alicia Keys.
Oh.
By the way, when you take songs out of that title, it sounds bad. In a minor.
Right. That's why I thought it was Drake.
Oh.
In the Britney
Deep.
Spears. In the blank, Britney Spears.
Atmosphere.
Damn it. In the house.
In the zone.
Booty hole.
Oh, really?
Oh, she's in the zone.
Auto zone.
Strings attached.
No.
Mike. Tipping the roots.
Over.
Tipping
Stop.
blank.
Cows.
No. What was that? Point. Tipping Point is the name of the album. Is the new loud?
Quiet.
Yes, Galvin. Is it?
This.
Galvin.
Your guessing is killing me.
100% guessing.
I know.
Construction.
Zone.
Missy Elliott.
D.
Fat.
Construction.
Missy Elliott.
Deconstruction.
Under construction.
Joe says yes. That was
That
right.
was right?
It's under. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Favorite album.
Hotel Foxtrot.
Golf.
Wilco.
Where's the blank?
Blank Hotel Foxtrot. Wilco.
Tango.
Echo.
Yankee Hotel Foxtrot.
That's stupid.
And then there was
Maud.
DMX. And then there was
3.
blank.
Silence.
And then there was X.
Oh.
DMX.
Sure, yeah.
Blood cells.
Red.
White. Mike Kelta. And Pap. We're halfway there.
Son of a bitch.
Gio is not on the board. He has a total of 0 points. Michael with 2, and Galvin is your leader by 1. He's winning with 3.
I felt like Galvin had 10.
I felt like I had more than 2. No. I believe you. I just felt like it.
All right, we are doing Missing Word from 2000 albums. Your next one, Rich or Die Trying.
Get.
Mike. Too Black.
Back.
Back. Mike. Amy Winehouse. Dangerously
Mines.
in
Love.
Galvin. The Marshall LP.
Mathers.
Mike. Away with Me.
Come.
Run.
Mike.
Damn it.
The College.
Dropout.
Geo.
Hey.
On the board. A grand don't come for.
A what?
A grand don't come for.
Me.
Free.
Free. Streets was the artist. Mike Kelta. Fuss.
Hot. No.
Hot.
Damn it.
Geo. Songs about. Maroon 5.
Love.
Love. Damn it.
Songs about blank.
Dancing.
Songs about Jane. Jane is what I was looking for.
Who is Jane?
Mary Jane.
Not his wife.
Is that like the pot?
Your next one, A. Radiohead.
Hole.
Kid.
Kid A. Galvin.
Oh.
And Pap.
Oh, man.
We're on the last 3.
Gio on the board with 2 points.
I had a run.
Galvin with 5, and Michael is your leader by 2. He's winning with 7.
Oh.
All right. Missing Word, 2000 albums. Last 3, here we go. How to dismantle an bomb.
How to dismantle an
Blank bomb.
Atom.
You too.
atomic. Damn it.
Atomic.
Yes.
Hey. Thank you, Galvin. Thank you.
I tried to continue Adam. To Adam Dick. Damn it.
Gio gets the point. Last 2. American.
Pie. Idiot.
Green Day.
Ah.
Gio.
Idiot.
And your last one. The of Mimi.
Life.
Mariah Carey.
Song.
The works of Mimi.
Face.
Emancipation. The Emancipation of Mimi.
Is that Nick Cannon?
No, this is pre-Nick Cannon. Way
No, was it really?
early 2000s.
Oh, yeah, he was probably like 2.
Yeah, he was like a teenager.
Yeah.
I dislike Nick Cannon a lot.
He's Black Ryan Seacrest.
No, but I feel like he's been given that role, but he's not good like that.
No.
No.
And he has
he's
like
awful.
11 babies, and he doesn't visit them. And
Well, he claims he does.
one mom is saying they haven't seen him in like 2 months.
That's nuts.
But also, don't have that many kids.
But he says he does it on purpose.
Right. He says he's trying to repopulate the earth with his seed.
Cannons.
Yeah.
His seed.
Which is weird.
I did like Drumline. That was a good movie.
Shut up. You idiot.
Final score?
Your final score, Gio with 4 points on the board. Galvin ahead by 1 there with 5. And Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won by 2 with 7.
Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, this is Robert.
How you doing, Robert?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm good. You're the winner. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you here during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize. Okay, buddy?
All right. Yep, he's done.
Robert?
What's that?
There you are. We lost you for a second. I'm going to put you on hold.
I'm driving. It's breaking up a little bit. My bad.
I'm just going to put you on hold. Don't hang up. There you go. Carmen, he's on line 3.
We had to give the tickets to somebody else.
Sorry. In the meantime, Robert, what do you think Robert goes for? The Legends, Cage the Elephant?
Of course.
No, he goes Stained.
Yeah, I think he sounded more like a Stained guy. What do we have coming up in news, Calvin?
Coming up in news today, Who Dat? Too late, and that's a lot of you.
All right. Galvin has your news. We'll take a quick break, come back, and we will do that next. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Superheat and Air. You see, I finally got it figured out here. It's not freezing.
Yeah,
right?
It's nice.
I finally figured out what controls what in this house. But the truth is at the end of the day, the most important thing to me is that it is cold when I need it to be, and that is what I get from Superheat and Air. They came out here. They put a new unit in my house last year, and then I've called them once or twice a year to come out here and maintain it. And then they come out and they do a $49 tune-up on the unit. They go in there and they, I believe they grease the belts and they put in some ball bearings. I don't really know what it is that they do, but they make sure that your unit is running in tip-top shape, which is great because it maintains the unit. But also, if your unit's not running to its full potential, you could be hurting it. You could be, just having it overwork when it doesn't need to, when all you need to do is spend $49 to have them come out and do a tune-up, especially when it's now at this time where it's going to just be hot like this every day for the next 10 months. Go to superheatandair.com and know now that superheatandair.com also handles all your plumbing needs. They have certified plumbers that work there now. They've merged with another plumbing company. So now you can get all the things you need for your home under one roof. Superheat and Air will also handle your plumbing emergencies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you have a leak or if you have a runny toilet or something that's driving you crazy, you give them a call at any time and they will come out there and take care of it for you. It is Superheat and Air and Plumbing. Find them at superheatandair.com. We'll take a break. Galvin has your news. We'll do that next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still dealing with the effects of an accident from earlier in Hillsborough County, eastbound I-4 at McIntosh Road. Crews have cleared it up. They move it to the left shoulder. Still seeing onlooker delays causing backups all the way to Paul Buckman Highway. Keep that in mind if you're heading in that direction this morning. Also a wreck in Town and Country, slowing things down. That's Waters Avenue at Anderson Road. No lanes blocked off. Still kind of busy for this time of morning. Again, give yourself extra time there. Major roadways accident-free on both sides of the bay. Also problem-free on the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
The Food and Wine Festival and Concert Series is back at Busch Gardens now through May 18th, with over 85 different culinary delights to sip and savor, plus free concerts like Hoobastank this Friday. Save on tickets, fun cards, and annual passes at buschgardenstampa.com.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 due at signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to FenceOutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Things are heating up in May at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Right now, new members of Unity by the Hard Rock receive a free limited edition t-shirt and up to $200 on them. Receive your actual slot loss back from your first day on your next visit in 2 equal free play offers up to $200. And at the Hard Rock, they will match your tier. Show your premium tier card from selected competitor casinos for an opportunity to match your tier with the equivalent Unity Hard Rock tier. And don't forget the Hard Rock Sportsbook at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa puts legal sports betting just steps away from all your casino favorites. It's the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Get in there and tell Mike Calta sent you.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart. And we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it.
Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Hey, it's Galvin for Zero Res. And if you have kids, you know they're pretty much dirt machines. Same with pets, guests, all kind of different things that come in your house and bring dirt in with them. And with summer right around the corner, now is the time to clean up all that wear and tear from the past 9 months with the help from the experts at Zero Res. Zero Res can remove all that school yuck without harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. It's a saying because it's true. A clean home is a healthy home. And with Zero Res cleaning your home, not only is it healthier for your home and family, it keeps your carpets cleaner longer. That's because Zero Res uses ZR water technology. And when you don't have all that dirt dirt-attracting soap residue hanging around, you get to enjoy soft, fluffy carpets that stay that way. So what are you waiting for? Right now, you can save with their May special. With Zero Res, you can get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Yeah, you heard me right, $119. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. You can book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. And make sure you ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning, too. Zero Res, all they leave is clean.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
The cost of mesothelioma treatments can exceed $400,000, and families often face losing their homes and life savings just to pay the bill. The Rights and Claims Department of Flint Cooper has helped victims secure financial support they need to pay for their care and ensure their family's future. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma and don't have legal representation, call Flint Cooper now at 800-606-8169. Time is running out for you to file a claim, so don't wait. Call 800-606-8169 for a free consultation.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Summer should be full of possibilities, not hunger. We're proud to support Cereal for Summer with Feeding Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay. Join us and help provide healthy breakfast throughout Tampa Bay. For details and ways to help, go to cerealforsummer.org.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterbrook from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny skies, and I'm going to go with seasonably warm this afternoon as high temperatures go back into the upper 80s for later today. Mild and muggy tonight with a low temperature in the mid-70s, and mostly sunny and hot for Thursday. Tomorrow's high temperature around 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
.05 on the Mike Calta Show on a lovely Wednesday morning. And about an hour from now, we'll have a brand new open letter. But right before that, we'll give you a chance to win $1,000 with the Bone Bonus keyword. It's simple. You just put it in the app and you can win $1,000. I'll do that exactly 8 o'clock this morning. Today is an historic day here at the Mike Calta Show. We welcome a new advertiser to the program. Ready for this? Zen Film Solutions.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Hashtag Pete Face.
Yeah.
If you need window tint for your car, let's be honest, if you live in Florida, and especially during the summer, and you're relying on factory smoke glass to keep the heat out, you're insane. How many times have you gotten in the car and just burned your ass on your own seat? You need window tint. You cannot live in Florida and not have window tint in your car. And don't talk to me about that factory smoke that came with your car. I'm talking about real window tint that actually keeps your car protected, so when you get inside, it's not 9,000 degrees. They do that. They also do paint protection. That means if you have a nice car that's got a nice paint job, they'll go out there and clear coat it, so that'll keep all the love bugs off. It'll keep all the dust from all the construction in the neighborhood out there, all that stuff off of your car. And windshield protection film. That's right. You can actually get your windshield done as well. And all of that, that you had your glass replaced. Remember, you ever have your windshield cracked and they go ahead and they replace it? They don't always replace that windshield film that comes with it. And then this is the best. This is what everybody seems to be going to Zen Film Solutions for, is color change wrap. So if you get a car and your car is black or red and you decide, like my son wanted a purple car. My son drives a purple car. Because of Zen Film Solutions, they wrapped his car in purple. It's ridiculous to me, but the kids seem to like it. And ceramic coating, they do that for you. Paint correction details, if you have something on your car that you need fixed, they do it all at zenfilmsolutions.com, or you can simply call them at 813-TINTING. That's 813-TINTING. If you need tint on your car, give them a call today. I know there's a lot of places that do it, but some of these places are just showing up some dude at your house with a spray bottle and some plastic tint, and he's going, yeah, I'm a tinter.
Yeah,
this is a real place.
I was going to say, because those guys are like artists. They know exactly what they're doing and how to do it, so there's no bubbles, there's nothing in there.
I've watched them do it at Zen Film Solutions, and it's amazing. I mean, because they're also... A lot of the cars are doing a Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff, and they're in there putting they're turning a red Ferrari into a black Ferrari, and that it's interesting. But they're all good. They're all professionals. They all go to, Pete sends everybody to school. They go to a school to learn how to do ceramic coating and tinting.
Because I was going to say, if you think you're going to get the at-home tint kit, do it yourself.
Yeah. We used to try that in high school.
It's never going to work. It never lines up properly. It bubbles in 2 days. Yeah, you want somebody professional to do it.
813-TINTING or zenfilmsolutions.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. There was something else I had before we were going to go into, what was it, Calvin?
Pete Face? Something with Pete Face?
It wasn't nothing to do with that. Come on.
All-American Rejects.
Did you subscribe to the YouTube channel yet?
That was it, Gio. Thank you. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me go to it real quick.
I pay attention.
Listen to me. I don't ask you people for a lot of things, but our YouTube is on fire right now. And there's currently a guy in the chat from Australia, and he is watching the show because of the interview that he found on the internet with Kevin Smith.
G'day.
G'day, sir. If you would like to be a part of this show through YouTube, which means you can chat with people and you can watch old clips of the show, you could simply go to youtube.com/@the Mike Calta Show, or you could just go to YouTube and search the Mike Calta Show. And yesterday I said that, that we had this YouTube, and it would really help us if you went and just subscribed to it. It doesn't cost you anything, but every time we go live, it gives you a little ding and lets you know that we're live. And we got like 900 new subscribers yesterday. So I wanted to remind everybody, if you get a chance to go to it, just go to YouTube, search the Mike Calta Show. It comes right up. You can watch the show live. You can watch clips. You can see all the Kevin Smith clips are in the hundreds of thousands at this point. Go over there and like it and subscribe to it. That's it. Doesn't cost you anything. We're not looking to make any money off you. We just want people to be alerted when we go live at YouTube right now. There you go. Thank you, Gio, for the reminder.
You're welcome.
Now it is time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
A new book about Joe Biden's mental state at the end of his presidency says that just before George Clooney publicly called on Biden to resign, remember he wrote that op-ed and did the whole thing, whatever, that Biden and Clooney met at a fundraiser, and Biden did not recognize him. Didn't know who he was. Yeah.
That's bad.
And that's why Clooney was like, oh boy.
We can't do this.
Yeah.
But I mean, first of all, Why are we listening to George Clooney? But I mean, he's right. But
He's
I mean,
handsome.
the truth is he's just handsome.
Yeah.
But his wife deals in politics and stuff like that. So like him.
Yeah, but he's been doing this. He's been doing this way before.
We should listen to her.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. But
It is interesting that we trust George Clooney because he's an actor. Because he pretends to be other people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I seem to think George Clooney will run for some sort of office one day.
You would think so. I got to tell you, have you seen him lately?
No.
He is doing.
He's on Broadway.
Yeah, he's doing a Broadway show,
like-
and he has the dark hair and
Yeah.
stuff, which looks weird, but he also looks really skinny.
But he's in character. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's doing Good Night and Good Luck, I think. Yeah, and he's in
the
character.
dark hair, I get that, whatever. But why is he so skinny? Is he?
He is part of the role. He's trying to look like I think it was Edward R. Murrow.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I saw that too. I was like, oh, but yeah, he's got the wrinkles on his head. I don't know. I don't know that he ever runs for president or anything like that. But I could see him trying to hold some sort of office. Or is it easier just to use your celebrity and not take the responsibility of being in office? Yeah. I don't know. But the ego though makes you want to, at a certain point, think you want to do more,
Yeah, but what would you rather be? Super famous movie star or president? Super famous movie star, you can do whatever you want, whatever you want. President, you have people counting on you every second of the day and people following you and doing
you. You are preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
I would rather be super famous movie star. I saw an ad for a show coming out that TMZ is doing called What Happened to Justin Bieber? And I think the answer to that is nothing. Leave him alone. The Justin Bieber just can't get a break. He can't go outside. He can't do anything. He can't raise his kid. You guys won't just leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's the problem. What happened to Justin Bieber? He's annoyed with all you jerk offs.
You know what's so crazy is like TMZ and the paparazzi and stuff are going after like C-list actors where they're following them around. Can you imagine being an A-list actor and how many people are constantly following you? I remember watching a thing with Bieber where they were chasing him in his car.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just trying to go somewhere,
I watched Jack Black yesterday. Anybody see that? Jack Black came out of like a mall and he had a bag and he was walking to his car. And we always were like, Jack Black is so cool. And they went up to him and they were like, oh my God, Jack Black. And he was like, yeah. He was like trying to not be a dick to them, but he was like, I just want to go. Leave me alone.
Yeah. It was interesting when we had Keckner and Kevin Smith in here and they were both talking about their experiences when people recognize them at airports and how they just know to kind of keep moving, but not be a dick at the same time, because if you stop, then more people gather. And
it's weird because especially Kevin, I don't know Keckner, but Kevin seems like he appreciates his fans.
Yeah.
So he knows I'm not going to be a dick to these people because they've put me where I am today.
But you're still trying to get through your day.
But you're still trying to move through the airport.
That's why
you
he
know
said,
what I mean?
He's like, oh, let's take a picture real quick. Because
Right.
it's boom, it's over at that point. You kind of shut it down.
I don't know. That's a level of fame that I have no experience with. I still, when people stop me at a restaurant or wherever and they want to take a picture every time, I'm still like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm still getting a little bit of, oh, that's adorable.
I saw a video of Bert walking through the airport, and he's getting picked off by people left and right.
Yeah, but
that
he's
want
walking
pictures.
around the airport with no shirt on. It really is.
Yeah, but still, like, it's just weird when you're that recognizable.
Who is more famous, Bert or Tom?
Bert.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Bert.
Because he puts himself out there more.
Yeah, and he's more recognizable because of the shirt off and the more outgoing party animal attitude, where Tom's more reserved and
Yeah, it's weird to think that those two guys, are two of the biggest comedians in the world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I don't mean weird like they don't deserve it. I mean just weird that we know them and they're like like two of the biggest comedians in the world because we're so close to the situation. It's hard to see sometimes.
Do we know anybody who's more famous than Bert?
Right
now, currently?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on a hot streak right now. Shane, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Shane's more popular. Yeah.
As far as like in their prime of their career, fame wise, which is probably crazy to think.
I need Bobby to become more famous.
Is Theo more famous than Bert?
Probably not.
I think so.
He's up there.
I think Theo because of the podcast.
I think they're pretty neck and neck.
Yeah.
But I think the shirt off thing, people that aren't fans of comedy see that and they, oh yeah, that's that guy.
Right.
I need Bobby to get a TV show, make me the neighbor, something. I'm relying on you, Bob. Come on now.
The commissioner of Major League Baseball ruled yesterday.
Who is that?
That is what's his name?
Selig?
No, it's not Bud Selig anymore. What is his name?
Giamatti?
No,
I can't remember who.
I swear I know.
I don't know.
I swear I know. Yeah, you do. When you hear
when you say it, I'll probably know.
Gio, are you looking at?
Yeah.
Bud Selig was the guy who was there forever, and he was the guy who banned Pete Rose, right?
Randall, or what is his name?
Rob
Manfred?
Manfred.
Yeah, that's who it is.
That guy.
I knew the name.
Good old Bob.
Well, the commissioner, Bobby, ruled yesterday that bans from the game end with death. That means Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson are back in and will be eligible for the Hall of Fame, which is terrible.
It's a scumbag move.
Pete Rose should have been in. He should have been in years ago. He should have been in, no problem. The whole gambling, get out of here, you morons. Because
I disagree.
Not only get out of here, you morons, all that stuff, but now all your stuff runs on gambling.
All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put it in perspective for you. Pete Rose, not just gambling on it, but gambling while he was managing. You don't think that is something that compromised his position in baseball for the rest of it? Yes, as a player, he could have got in, but you can't trust anything he did because he admitted that he gambled while he was a manager of baseball. He affected the outcomes of games on decisions that he made as a manager.
Right. As a player, he was unbelievable.
But you don't know. You don't know what he did as a player. You don't know that he didn't gamble as a player and he didn't come up short on games and all that. You can't because he's admitted that he's done that and he has a gambling problem.
Yeah, but if you come up short on games and stuff, that goes against you.
Right,
but
you're still compromising the integrity of the game.
Oh, I get that.
I don't agree with it.
I'm going specifically on your play and your stats.
So let me ask you this.
But I don't know whether that's the only thing that they look at for the Hall.
You cheat in the ratings. And you get kicked out of radio, are you ever supposed to be trusted again?
No, but if he was cheating that made him hit home runs, is different.
But that's not how they cheat.
No, I know, but you know what I'm saying though. But the only way they're cheating
is by throwing a game. Or
by
losing.
Throwing a game,
right?
You
betting
can't
against.
Cheat, but you can't cheat
and
to
better.
Win.
But if you're a guy who can steal 3 bases a game and you bet the under on you stealing bases and you only steal 2 bases, that's compromising the game.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Yeah. But it's also affecting your stats negatively.
Right. But it doesn't matter when you've given into gambling and you have an addiction like that to gambling. You compromise the integrity of the game.
Do we let Barry Bonds in or Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, all those guys that got busted for roids?
Yes, because those guys didn't mess with the integrity of the game.
Steroids?
They were hitting a ball further. They weren't hitting a ball better. They were hitting a ball
because of steroids. They were, performance enhancing.
Yeah, but
drugs.
you still have to hit the ball.
No, but it's not even hitting the ball further or anything like that. It's the recovery time.
Yeah,
recovery time and all that. That goes to steroids.
Those guys sacrifice their bodies so that they could be better baseball players.
But they're still cheating.
No, but everybody was doing it.
Exactly.
Everybody was doing it.
Right. And you think Pete Rose was the only one gambling?
Yeah.
No, I definitely don't. And I think that other sports still have gamblers in it. I think other people are still throwing games.
He got caught and they made an example of him. There was plenty of other people that were doing it that are in the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose was not just a guy who once or twice bet on baseball. He was a guy who was such an addictive gambler that on the show, we had Al Michaels on the show. And Al Michaels talked about how he drove from Plant City to St. Petersburg one time. And he said, you guys, where are you guys? You're over on 4th Street and Gandy, you're over there by the dog track. And I said, yeah, Al, did you live over here? How do you know? He goes, no, I used to drive from Plant City spring training with Pete Rose over to St. Petersburg, and on the way over there, we had a stop on Gandy where there was a fronton, and we used to bet on highlight. Go over the Gandy Bridge, and we stop at the Derby dog track, and he'd make me stop, and we put bets over there. And then he'd go to St. Petersburg, and on the way back, we'd stop, and he stopped at all the gambling places. Pete Rose was a gambling addict who had absolutely no control over it, and what he did messed with the integrity of the game. Now,
now we're penalizing people for being fun?
Gambling, now all these leagues, they've all embraced gambling because it makes everybody a ton of money.
Right, because they're not they're doing it in a way now where it's so open and public that it's harder to throw the game.
Once there's money made, they've all these leagues, all the major leagues have embraced, fantasy baseball, fantasy football, all this stuff like that.
By the way, we literally just talked about it yesterday about the Mavericks getting the number 1 pick. Crazy.
Yeah.
And then also Draymond Green saying that the spread is 5.5, and then they wind up doing it. I mean, it's still going on. But you can't say no Pete Rose, but yes, Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire. They all cheated.
And they're not
They all cheated.
There is a huge difference between what they did. They didn't mess with the integrity of the game.
They messed with the actual.
They didn't change the outcome of the game.
Of course.
Sure they did.
Then why did they bother taking it at all?
Listen, you can take all the steroids in the world and still strike out. Pete Rose was giving up games. He was making the team make bad decisions to put players out there in order to win his personal gambling.
But also,
debts.
the guy admitted to all that.
Yeah. Do I think he should be forgiven and he should eventually get in? Yes, he's Pete Rose. But you can't just overlook it that quickly. It wasn't like he shouldn't have been banned.
It's been like 30 years. And the guy was begging to get into the Hall of Fame.
I know.
He said he was remorseful. He said he made mistakes. He
ruined
his
years.
life.
Yeah, but then he gambled all the way up until the day he died.
Yeah, but gambling, you're acting like gambling's a bad thing.
It's not, but he's
like
the guy who says he's remorseful.
There's guys that have beat their wives. There's guys that have there's so worse things people can do than gambling.
Beating your wife has nothing to do with the outcome of the game.
But steroids does. There's no if you're all these all-star McGuire, but they're all taking steroids.
Every player I know took steroids.
Of course. Yeah. So they're all doing things that are just as bad.
They're all doing things to prolong their careers and play longer in baseball, have better recovery.
But it's altering the game. Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like to
say steroids is not directly affecting your play on the field seems crazy to me.
It's not exactly the same, but it's all under the umbrella of cheating.
It's a difference. It's not. It's one is affecting the outcome of the game. The other one is not.
Yes,
not
it is. Though it is
not necessarily.
It is. It absolutely.
It's not
is.
necessarily. You're telling you can juice Mark McGwire until he looks like a bodybuilder, and it doesn't mean he's going to necessarily hit any home runs. But you can go out there and say, "I'm going to strike out on purpose today so that we lose this game."
You absolutely can do that, but also you can absolutely take steroids, and then you're recovering. So you have a faster recovery time. You're playing more often. You're playing better. You're playing at a higher level. All of that stuff. Because yes, he already was good.
Right.
But the steroids made him be able to play more often, better, and do all that stuff. So that's the only way you can do it beneficially. You can throw a game and do it negatively and be bad, whatever, but to do it to help is basically doing steroids is the only thing you're doing.
What were you going to say, Carmen?
I was going to say, and like you're saying it doesn't affect the game, but like Galvin says, like recovering time, and like those guys, they may have only hit 1 home run. But because they're taking the steroids, they're hitting 5. That's affecting the game.
Yeah, but it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee.
And it's also not a guarantee for you throwing the game. If you steal, like you said, you steal 3 bases a game, whatever, and then you only steal 1, the other team may have a hot run and they may hit, 4 dingers, and then all of a sudden you still lose.
It's a lot easier to control, though.
Shaving points and doing all that stuff. Yeah, absolutely. But there's plenty of times where somebody has had stuff broken because they lost the game when they were supposed to do this and that, whatever, and they were supposed to throw the game, and the other team,
And that ball could have hit the wall instead of going over.
Yeah.
By 2 feet. All the time you see a home run that's just a foot short, 2 foot short, and you're juicing, and then the next thing it goes, and
if cheating is cheating and they don't get in, then they all don't get in. But I really, like we said, listen, they're all doing steroids. I would say the majority.
But those guys who are the leaders in the steroids are not getting in. I mean, they're not.
Yeah, they're not in.
They're not in. And the reason why they're not in is because of that.
Yeah, because they got caught, which is crazy.
But they abused it more than the average guy.
To say now that he's eligible because he's dead, to me, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Just if you're going to go with the ban, you just go with the ban. To now say, well, he's dead, so now he's eligible for the Hall of Fame, that's absurd. That's even a bigger middle finger than banning a guy for life. Like, why even bother?
Yeah,
just to grab the headline and look like what a hero.
Yeah.
He's dead and now he's eligible? That's ridiculous.
If I was Pete Rose's family, I would say, nah.
Yeah, no.
But he did have a lifetime ban.
They were petitioning, I guess, to get him in, but it's
he had a lifetime ban.
Right.
And his lifetime is over.
So then they're
his
saying,
lifetime or my lifetime?
Yeah, it's I don't know. These this is ridiculous. It's I just think it's stupid.
Well, I mean, you don't want to see Pete Rose memorialized in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but I would like to. It should have happened when he was live.
I agree.
He should have gotten it.
If you're in the Hall of Fame, you should be able to see it.
And Shoeless Joe Jackson fixed the World Series, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he doesn't deserve to be in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm somebody who is directly affected by a cheater in my business, and I don't believe those people deserve second, third chances because they've messed the entire integrity of the situation. They've cost money for other people. They've built a reputation on lies and can never be trusted. And I feel that affects the entire industry, and I don't feel like they should be given that recognition.
Right.
But then that goes to
and stick with it.
If you cheated, it doesn't matter how you cheated, whether it was negative or positive. If you cheated, you're banned.
Yeah, I'm more with that than I am with this whole let you in after you die thing.
But also, Shoeless Joe Jackson died in 1951.
Yeah.
So why is his name in this conversation?
Because he was the other bad person besides Pete Rose.
Yeah, he was the only other one.
The guy got caught.
Yeah.
And keep it indefinite.
Yeah, I'm more for that than I am for this after the death thing.
Eric and Lyle Menendez have been...
and these two, too.
Have been
more cheaters.
Re-sentenced for the double murder of their parents, seeing it reduced from life without the possibility of parole to 50 years with the possibility of parole. That's according to a Los Angeles judge ruled Tuesday evening. The move sets up the brothers who've been incarcerated for over 30 years to regain their freedom. Following the surprise decision, the brothers must now appear before the California Parole Board, where a panel and Governor Gavin Newsom will make a final decision on granting them parole. The brothers were already set to appear before the parole board on June 13th in a hearing related to the possibility of clemency.
I was a long time ago. They shot their parents with shotguns while they sat on the couch. The mother, too. Yeah, I'm out on this one. They murdered their parents.
They should not get into the Hall of Fame.
No. They should not get into the Hall of Fame at all.
That I agree with.
They murdered their parents because their father was sexually abusing them.
That's what they said.
Yeah,
that was the claim.
Claiming.
Right.
Yeah.
And the mother, what did she do? Nothing.
Nothing.
And they killed her because she didn't do anything.
She didn't stop the father, is what they said.
And look, if they couldn't stop him, how is she going to stop him? Instead, they
She
blew
was
her
an
head
adult.
off.
She's their mother.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, what I'm saying is, look, my father's pretty tough, but I guarantee you, me and my brother could beat the snot out of him. You know, if my father tries to touch me on the booty, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, but if he's been controlling you since you were a kid, it's a different story.
And abuse victims, they usually, cower to their abuser. You know what I mean?
I get it.
There's some type of psych.
This is a much deeper thing, but at the end of the day, we're still talking about two guys who blew their parents' heads off with shotguns.
Oh yeah,
it would have been a lot easier to go to the cops and say, "Hey, this guy's raping me every night." It's pretty effective when you go to the media, clearly.
But it's not like it was. You know, like now we have social media and mental health and this and that, where back then people looked down on people being gay.
I get it. So then do we look back at these guys now and go, all right, well, that's fine. A lot of things are different.
I'm just saying it was a different world. So like what you're saying, it just doesn't correlate to back then in the way
I know,
it
but
was.
they're eligible for parole now, whereas in any other situation, if you blew somebody's head off with a shotgun, when are you getting parole?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. And they made a decision to consciously get shotguns and kill their parents. Yeah. And then they went out and bought Rolexes with the insurance money and all that. I think they had themselves a plan. And I think this plan is still being put in place.
Yeah, so they went from life without the possibility of parole to 50 years with the possibility of parole.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get out and shoot anybody else. I'm not worried about that. It just seems like they're getting off pretty easy. Yeah.
They may not even get out. You know what I mean? This is just possibility.
But if they do get out, they'll be celebrities and they'll be doing appearances.
Rosie O'Donnell saying she talks to Lyle all the time.
Every day.
Podcasts.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll definitely benefit from killing their parents.
It's wild.
Right. Once again, they're not victims.
No.
You know.
Well, I mean, they're sexual abuse victims.
Yeah, but they're
allegedly
not victims of the. This is what happens. They try to make them seem like, oh, well, they had an excuse to do it. But none of that is proven.
Right.
You know.
They're assuming that now.
Yeah.
You're assuming that now because you have the other side has no story. Right. They can't defend themselves.
But
and if there was a reason, you would say, okay, well, I can understand that. But it coming out after the fact and that psychiatrist not being able to back any of that up.
Right.
I got doubts.
It's shady.
But they're also saying like other victims have come forward and said the dad was sexually abusing them as well. So there is not solid evidence, but it's way more likely than that it did happen.
But it still doesn't justify murder.
No, 100% not. I'm not saying like they should get out or get away with it.
It kind of sounds like that's what you're saying.
No,
remember
like P-Rose.
It wasn't too long ago. It was a story we did. It was like a 14-year-old girl or something that was being raped. Like a guy abducted her and raped her and stuff, and she killed the rapist, and then she went to jail.
Yeah.
It was
that's
it's like,
insane.
what?
The guy that shot John Lennon, they let him out of jail, didn't he?
Hinckley.
Yeah.
No, not Hinckley. What's his name?
The guy who shot Reagan.
Or Reagan. Yeah.
That's insane. You shot a president and you're able to get out of jail. That is because his family had so much money.
But it's just crazy.
No, but his
Hinckley
family
was Reagan. Chapman was
Lennon.
Yeah.
Didn't he get out too? The guy.
No, Chapman did not get out. Hinckley got out because Hinckley's family was really rich, and they started allowing him to go out on weekends to go to their property because they had enough money for security to keep him there. And I think then I don't know if he's out now, but he was getting out on the weekends.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Guy shot a president.
Yeah,
and they let him out.
There you go. Enjoy your life.
Yeah,
yeah. Chapman's still in there. Which one was it? Hinckley that was doing songs, or
Hinckley is doing music on Twitter.
Yeah, that's wild.
I tried to bring him in for a show. The Legends of NBT.
There is a ranking of the best cities to start a career. Okay, so think of all those cities in the U.S. Where do you think the best to start a career?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
If you're a comedian.
Not the top 3 there. But what's like the first one you think of if you're...
New York
City.
New York is in the bottom 5.
Yeah, but that makes more sense.
Number 179, too many people.
Too expensive, too many people.
Very tough to live there.
Yeah.
I can tell you 2 out of the top 3 are in Florida.
Orlando.
Orlando is number 2.
Miami
not there.
Idiot.
Fort Myers.
Tampa, number 3. Atlanta, they say, is number 1 for cities to start a career. Best cities to start a career. Atlanta, number 1. Orlando, number 2. Tampa, number 3.
They do just hand out radio jobs here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, come down here, and what are you going to do? What do you want to do? You want to kill your parents and start a record label? You can do it.
I am... the only thing that made me not want to do this job was the idea that most radio guys had to live in 5 or 6 different cities during their career.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have never had to leave the Tampa Bay area in my career. And the idea that I'm 53 years old and will most likely retire here is amazing. It's amazing how I've been able to pull it off. Although I'm not ruling out moving to one more city and retiring there.
I made 2 moves.
That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's great. Because one of them, because you went from Florida to Kentucky.
Louisville. Yeah.
And then Kentucky, you're like, I'm coming back to Florida.
Right.
So kind of.
But different city in Florida.
Yeah.
I knew guys that had been like 10 different stations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've been to 10 different stations.
Would move, well, like different markets and move like every year.
No, I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
man.
I never wanted to do that either.
You know, if you got the job being the program director in Panama City, you know that you were moving at least 3 times in a year. I don't know anybody that took that job that was successful at it. Everybody that got it I went from being a morning radio producer to the operations manager of the cluster in Panama City. I think everybody got that job at one point, and then they're all gone 6 months later.
That was a big thing too. Like Destin is a big tourist area, and there's a lot of bars and restaurants and stuff. And you would see the same bartenders work at every bar. Like they would be like, "You hear the new place is opening? Oh yes, so and so is going to be the bartender." And you're like, "Of course he is." Or you go in and they're like, 50, 60 years old, and they're still bartending at like a beach bar, and you're like, "This is it, huh?"
Yeah,
1-bedroom apartment. Not married.
Some people, that's a life,
Yeah.
They love that life.
They like that freedom.
Yeah. I don't know. I think 1 out of 100 like it. The other ones are like, Jesus Christ, I can't get anything going.
Or they waited too long, and they're like, okay, 1 more year, 1 more year, 1 more year, and then before you know it, you're in your 40s.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, Carmen? That's if I could give anybody like my son or whoever, then my number 1 lesson I learned is stop waiting for stuff.
Yeah.
It's never going to be. My father-in-law taught me that it's never going to be the right time. You're never going to feel comfortable. It's always the right time now.
Yeah.
That's for everything.
Yeah.
Because you can start something now, and take 3 years to finish it. But if you don't start for another 3 years, that's just put 6 years on it. So, that's one of the lessons I learned a long time ago.
Yeah, because if you say next year I'm going to do this, then 9 different things happen in between then, now and then. And you're like, well, I was going to do it, but then I had to do this and this and this came up. Yeah. Next time you go get a massage, look for a big teddy bear.
What does that mean?
Authorities.
Camera?
Yep. No, not a camera. Something good inside, and it's not Brad Williams. Authorities in New Jersey raided a massage parlor last week, which was suspected of being involved in prostitution and money laundering. And it was a big success. They recovered more than $750,000, including $600,000 of that in cash inside a giant teddy bear.
Oh, my.
That was in there, yeah. The manager was a 47-year-old named Daniela Danino, and she was charged with first-degree money laundering, second-degree promoting organized street crime, third-degree promoting prostitution, and fourth-degree maintaining a house of prostitution. 4 other women between the ages of 26 and 45 were each charged with prostitution.
If you had a massage parlor that only did HJs, okay, what is the harm in that? Like, I often think of when anybody talks about massages and all that stuff, I think of Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft is the owner of the Patriots. He lives in South Florida. He got up, went to the gym, went to the massage place, got a massage with a HJ ending, a happy ending, and then got busted and went to jail. And, they eventually dropped the charges, but it basically just embarrassed him. And guy is single and is a billionaire. He's a single billionaire. Probably gave the lady at the thing a hefty tip. She doesn't appear to be sex trafficked.
Yeah.
And who is the loser in that situation? Nobody.
But that's a rare situation.
But you're not even dealing with sex in a way that he can transmit disease. So you're really it's quite harmless. And he's happy. She's probably even happier than he is. And everybody leaves happy. Where's the harm in that?
But again, it's that situation. Most of those women are being trafficked.
How do you know?
Are being forced.
How do you know?
Because the places get busted all the time, and they're all there.
But they all say, but they're not busting human trafficking rings. They're busting in there and saying suspected.
It's both. Yeah,
they're trying.
But there's also a lot that have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Just everyone's like, yep, that's what happens there.
Right. You go driving down Kennedy Boulevard, and there's a bunch of places with neon lights park around the back.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well, we know what's going on there. What's the big deal? Who cares?
Jack City.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, though? Could you imagine being in this place and being like, all right, well, I did that. I feel kind of bad now. My daughter's at home. I'll grab this teddy bear and bring it home to her. You know what I mean?
Fill with $600,000.
$600,000 in cash.
That'd be nice.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate that. Well, just next time you go get a massage, look for the teddy bear. McDonald's is celebrating the 30th anniversary of the McFlurry with a new birthday cake flavor.
It'll never work.
Why?
The machines never work.
Yeah, that's true. I thought they were trying to fix that. Wasn't there like the Federal Trade Commission or somebody was doing stuff?
They were looking into it.
Well, it's not available in the U.S. anyway. It's only in Canada. So
when I was a teenager and worked at McDonald's in Holiday, Florida, the ice cream machine, we would shut it down early because you had to clean it.
Because you clean it and then you don't want to start it back up.
Right. And you would tell them that, oh, yeah, no, it's out. It's broken. So.
Yeah.
I have never, not never, but recently, I pick up the girls from volleyball and take them to go get some food. And anytime we've ever gone to get the McFlurry, it's never working.
Yeah.
Never. Like, I can't recall the last time I got successful ice cream orders.
I remember shutting it down early because it took a long time to clean the machine, but that was like the 90s.
I get it, but I mean, I'm going at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Or 7:45. It's not like I'm going there at 11 o'clock at night.
And it might be different now. I just know for a fact that's what we used to do.
Carmen.
Yes.
I picked up those kids last night at 7:45. Took them, and they wanted to go to Taco Bell.
Okay.
Yes. Do you know how hard that was to be in the car with tacos?
What did you get? What did you get?
No, I didn't get anything.
Oh, come on.
Swear on my kids. I didn't get it.
Swear on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like one taco.
Nothing. I thought about it. I looked at the menu and I'm like, what can I get here that wouldn't be so bad? And everything just looked awful. I mean, it looked delicious, but it looked like it would be awful for me. I ate nothing.
The smell you had to ride in the car.
It was killing me.
Oh, man.
I was starving too. I didn't eat any dinner yet. It was crazy.
The fact that you go to Hooters and don't eat the chicken wings, I think you can beat anything.
So I do eat chicken wings, but I'll eat the
those aren't
naked
chicken wings. Those aren't chicken wings.
They aren't chicken wings.
Yeah,
right.
those are not Hooter wings.
Right.
No sauce, not dipping in anything.
No. I can have blue cheese and I can have the buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
Neither of those have carbs, but I can't have any bread on the chicken.
If you can make it through that, you can survive anything.
Yeah, it's been tough. It has. Not gonna lie, but it's been well worth it. That was my fake smile. Meanwhile, I haven't pooped in a month. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, blue cheese dress. To me, it's just not my thing.
I love it.
I'm just
so do I.
Yeah,
it's the best.
I love it. I would eat it with everything, even salad.
I know
salad
it's
better.
I guess it's rotten cheese in there or something.
It's not rotten.
No.
It's fermented.
Yeah,
it's not rotten.
I don't care. It tastes fantastic.
Blue cheese doesn't have carbs.
No
carbs.
No.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Really?
Huh?
I don't think I'm gonna have some more.
Enjoy.
You know who used to have really good ranch dressing? I know you already know, Carmen. Jets obviously has fantastic. They sell it by the bottle, and I just spray it in my bathtub. But
it's really good. You would have told me 5 years ago, put ranch on your pizza. I would have said, you're out of your goddamn mind. It's fantastic.
But Denny's had really good ranch.
Denny's did have good ranch.
Did.
Oh, I haven't been to Denny's in God knows how long.
I stopped at Denny's.
Really?
After the Billy Idol show, we went to Denny's.
It's the only time to go is at night.
Right, yeah. It's like all watered down. It's like,
come on, Denny's.
Listen, I don't know whether they ran out. They were like, go grab a couple of bottles, whatever. But it was like Wishbone or something.
First it goes your ranch, then your moon's over my hammy.
Yeah.
If I could buy just the Jets ranch dressing,
you can.
You can.
Oh, you can?
They sell it in a bottle.
Yeah, you can just buy a bottle.
At
Jets.
Where at? The car wash. Where do you think?
Sometimes you can buy Chick-fil-A sauce at Publix.
Oh, yeah.
You know
No. You can buy, they sell it by the bottle.
Calvin said you could buy it at the car wash.
Because if you get the extra things of ranch, just the cups of it, whatever, it's like, I don't know, $1.50 or something. And then you can buy a bottle for like $3. So you're just like, yeah, give me a bottle.
I want like a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
They probably do it. They probably do it. Talk to them.
Give me a pizza with all corners and a gallon of your ranch dressing.
Man.
Let's order a pizza.
I would eat that Jets pizza, man. That's good stuff.
More food news for you.
I got more food news, too.
You know Nutella?
Yes.
Nutella just announced its first new U.S. flavor in 61 years.
All they have is a chocolate hazelnut.
Hazelnut, right. That's what they have. So after 6 decades of consideration, they decided on...
chocolate peanut butter.
No. You're close.
So it's a nut. It's a different nut.
Yeah.
It's not peanut.
Well, no.
Oh, it's peanut? Chocolate peanut?
Well, it doesn't say chocolate peanut.
Just like a peanut flavor?
Peanut flavor.
Okay. That's chocolate peanut butter.
So peanut butter.
Yeah.
After 60 years, they said, what if we did peanut butter?
Yeah.
I made...
It may be chocolate peanut butter, but it didn't say anything.
Around Christmas time, I made a little sandwich of Nutella and peanut butter, and as I was making it, I was like, this is quite possibly the worst thing I could eat. And
oh, yeah?
Fantastic.
By the way, so Joe's showing it looks like it is chocolate peanut.
There you go.
It says peanut spread with cocoa.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Delicious.
I mean, come on. Nutella, you got to fast track that stuff. That shouldn't have taken you 60 years.
Like they've probably hired a new employee, and he's like, "Hey guys, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about this?"
I've been sitting on something for a little while.
It's like Oscar Mayer. Somebody was like, "What if you put mustard on these? That'd be pretty good. Mustard on hot dog? I've never heard that.
Hear me out here.
By the way, that new flavor will hit stores in a year, so it's still taking a little while.
One week from this Friday, we will be getting breakfast from the new Bay Gulls restaurant.
Oh, I saw some stuff on social media. They redid the whole inside. And
the Three Brothers Pizza are opening up a bagel place called Bay Gulls, B-A-Y. Boy, and they're going to bring us some bagels by next Friday. Yeah.
I
can't eat those.
Does nothing for me today.
Now, those have carbs.
Sorry. Those definitely have carbs. Even if you put blue cheese on them.
If you said they're going to be here the next 15 minutes.
I'm sorry.
I would have been very excited.
They're not open yet.
Class action lawsuit is accusing Ziploc of deception by labeling its plastic bags as microwave safe and freezer friendly. The suit says microplastics are likely to be released under extreme temperatures. Well,
I don't know. I don't use the Ziploc bag for anything in the microwave, but I do use those Steam Fresh bags. So I'm probably eating some plastic.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're eating plastic no matter what.
I mean, and I'm not pooping, so I probably got a full-size Yeti inside me.
Jesus.
Well, I got a piece of Tupperware building inside my belly.
Carmen, I think this is something you'll like. Speaking of food, the hot new health hack on TikTok is human dog food. Not as weird as it sounds. It's not really dog food. It just looks kind of like dog food.
Okay.
Basically, it's a bunch of healthy stuff like veggies and rice and chicken, and you chop it up real fine, mix it all together, and eat it out of a bowl.
I do like that. I like it better when you mix stuff up than if you just have it separate.
Like if you get a bowl from like Fresh Kitchen or one of those places, I always shake it up, no matter what it is. I don't want to eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I always mix it up. And the food that we make for our dogs, honestly, the only thing that's not in it that I would put in it for us is seasoning. So I could literally take a scoop of their food, add some salt and pepper.
It's just human grade.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
For some reason, though, mentally, that still screws with my head.
Really?
It's dog food?
It's dog food. Even if it's like if you told me that I got one of those pet fresh foods and it was nothing but chicken and rice, but it was all cut up like that, just the mentally telling me it's for the dogs would make me not want to.
But I got to be honest with you, even like some of the jerky strips or the sausage thing, whatever, you eat it and it'd be like, okay,
same thing.
Nobody's gonna know really the difference or anything. You know, it's so good to me. It's so funny. It's such an easy thing, but it's like one of those meals that I'm like, I could eat this every day. Is I just take brown rice, ground turkey, and then I put a bunch of Greek seasoning on it, that Greek seasoning that I have, and hot sauce, and chop up onions and put that in there and make it. And it's so good. It's so basic, nothing.
Yeah, I still with ground chicken. Same thing, yeah. With like rice and then hot sauce, Frank's hot sauce.
Oh, yeah. Hot sauce is so good. I like Crystals. Crystals is really good.
Pretty good.
Frank's is like zero carb, zero fat, whatever, everything.
Can we please stop talking about food?
One more thing.
Please,
One more
please.
thing.
No more
Today
food.
is National Buttermilk Biscuit Day.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, buttermilk biscuit.
Oh, I love a good biscuit.
Yeah. I love a bad biscuit. Any biscuits are
What's
fine.
that Maple Biscuit Company?
Yes,
Oh,
Maple Street.
biscuit.
Yeah, very good.
By the way, you have biscuits for Thanksgiving. What are you putting on the biscuit?
Biscuits for Thanksgiving?
Or roll or whatever, biscuit or roll or whatever. Huh?
Butter.
Just butter?
Yeah.
I use it as like a mop.
Yeah, you can mop it up.
Yeah, there you
clean
go.
the plate. You get all the gravy and some mashed potatoes.
So I get that, but I'm telling you something else that's really good. So butter and honey.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good.
The biscuits they used to have at Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC.
Oh, yeah.
And you put the honey. I remember putting honey on those biscuits.
Or, of course, you got the Red Lobster, the Cheddar Bay.
Oh, forget
This
about
is
it.
the fattest show in all of
Yeah,
Canada.
can we please? Something else.
All
There's
right,
got to be
all
more in
right.
the world happening.
We're moving on from food stuff. Airbnb is not just for renting houses anymore. The founder and CEO, Brian Chesky, announced that they're adding new services. These will include things like massages, personal training, plus experiences tailored to specific locations, like pastry making, taking a pastry making class in Paris, or a gallery tour in New York City.
I like that. Experiences.
Also, how about this? They're kind of dipping their toe into what's the thing where you can have, hey, I got David Hasselhoff to wish you happy birthday.
Cameo.
Kind of cameo, but in real life, because they're adding celebrities as well. Chesky says he has a dozen of famous people ready to participate. Initial offerings will include a day of playing football and eating barbecue with Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
A day-long experience with Sabrina Carpenter or Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, wow.
He is hoping that Airbnb will get people off their damn phones. He says, quote, AI is magical, but you know what's more magical than AI? The real world and people and relationships and memories.
If you told me that I could go to Cheers in Boston and have a beer with George Wendt, I would do that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would love that. If I could go to get soup from the Soup Nazi with Kramer, I would do that in a second.
Or if you could have a birthday party and have, so-and-so show up or whatever, yeah.
I'd like that. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's super expensive to go hang out and play football with Patrick Mahomes.
I would have to imagine.
But, I mean, there's probably lesser ones that are pretty cool. You know, I like those ideas. I think that's cool, especially going to Like when I went to Greece, I made cheese at a one of the like kind of things that we did while we were there. We went to a guy's personal cheese restaurant, and he taught us how to make cheese and some other stuff, and we got to eat lunch there, and it was better than just walking around looking at shops, you know?
Could you imagine being Patrick Mahomes and you're like, oh, I'll sign up for that, and, you know, gonna get paid a good amount of money to do it, and then the day comes and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, what do I have to do? Go throw a football around with these people?
Nerds.
Like, that's got to be one of those things where you're like, why did I agree to this?
But how would you like this, though, if you're Ray Lampe and you have an opportunity to come to St. Petersburg and get barbecue lessons from Dr. Barbecue?
Oh, yeah.
And then on a Sunday, guys cook out together? Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Sure, yeah. I think doing that and learning a skill and from somebody who's great at it and stuff, but, you know, what's Mahomes going to show you how to throw a spiral?
Yeah.
You know?
That's just rich people fun, yeah.
George Strait turns how old this Sunday?
74.
74.
81.
81.
84.
Carmen, do you know who George Strait is?
Yes, I do.
You've called him handsome before.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He is. I'm going to say 85.
Mike, you were close. 73. He turned 73 on Sunday, and he hinted he might finally be retiring from touring. At his show in Philly this weekend, he said he might have a good 5 years or so left doing live shows.
Oh, wrap it up already. Yeah. Go to your 80 years old. You're already worth $100 million. Wrap it up.
He likes to do it.
He's only 73, he said? That's crazy. I feel like he's so much older.
Like he's been around, been famous for a long time,
that's why, because he's been famous for so long.
I feel like there's only two reasons to be a rock star. Money and BJs. And if you have all the money in the world and you're married and you can't get BJs anymore, it's over. That's it.
But you're not considering, listen, you get flown in a jet to a city, and then the car picks you up, and you go to the best hotel. Everybody is kissing your ass.
I know.
Then you go up on stage, and everybody's losing their mind after every song that you do, and they love you so much.
Big deal, though.
And
you don't get anything when it's over. You don't get any BJs.
Sure you do. He's 73. You think you're not? You think at 73 you're not going to want that?
No, I think that if you're married, I think he's married.
I don't know if he's married.
There's so many rock stars that have open relationships or cheat on their wives. What do you think? You think marriage is stopping him from getting BJs?
No, well,
Wasn't it
Bon
Jovi's
some people.
wife who said like
she had to accept it.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi said, "My wife forgives my indiscretions."
Right.
And that's how we're happy.
Yep.
I wish I can get my wife to forgive my indiscretions.
You don't make enough.
What's that?
Wait,
No,
what
you're
are
right, I
your
don't.
discretions?
I don't have any, but you're right. I'm not in that caliber. If I made $800 million, I think that, or $80 million, I don't know what the $1 million number would be. You think $8 million?
Oh, you need more than that.
He has been with his wife, his high school sweetheart that he eloped with in 1971, and he's still with her.
He's getting BJs.
He's
He's been married for
and she
3
knows.
years.
She knows what's up.
She doesn't care.
She just doesn't want to do it.
Right.
But she knew when he was
Save me the
nobody.
trouble.
Right.
You know? When he was a loser.
They stayed together this whole time.
Yeah. You want to stay on this gravy train? Guess what? Other ladies are getting gravy.
Or maybe, or maybe he actually loves her and doesn't cheat on her.
What a loser.
Wow,
Get out of here.
okay.
Nerd. Impossible. Janet Jackson will receive the Icon Award at this year's American Music Awards. Janet Jackson is not the sister of Michael. Do we care about her?
Yeah. She was the biggest selling female artist, of all time for a while.
Yeah.
But would she have been without Michael?
I think she broke onto the scene because of Michael,
Right.
and then she had to stay there.
And here's why that's true, because LaToya also had a music career and didn't do anything, and neither did any of the other Jackson 5. So really, Janet had to have the talent.
Yeah.
It's funny because we hold Janet in like this light of her being such a huge star, celebrity, this, that. Rhythm Nation. I don't think I can name another song.
Oh, Rhythm Nation was the album.
It was
a song too.
What was the song? The 5, 4, 3, 2.
Control. There was
Was that it?
I don't know if that was that one, but she has a lot of songs.
I'm sure she does.
She
I'm
was
saying
the
me
biggest
naming
selling.
it.
I think she was in competition with Michael for the most number one singles.
Yeah.
Like I think it was Michael, then Janet, or Janet may have even passed him for a while. Like if she's had major, major success.
She's been around forever.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if no Michael, do we still care about Janet as much?
Yeah, I think so. I think LaToya is proof of that.
Like I said, she gets the eyes on her because of being a Jackson, and then it's what you do once you get there.
Right.
Nasty. Don't forget Nasty. Yeah. That's the way love goes. Rhythm Nation.
She had one song with Nuno Betancourt where you play guitar on it.
I don't know.
She was also better looking than LaToya, even though LaToya did Playboy.
I don't know. Yeah. LaToya was pretty hot. LaToya looked just like Michael.
LaToya, her nose almost disappeared at one point. You know what I mean? Like, she got her nose so small, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, she was trying to be Michael.
Is way better than LaToya's face.
By the way, the best, are you thinking of Black Cat?
Maybe.
I don't know whether that was Nuno, but I remember that had a good guitar riff.
Yeah, I think it was Nuno.
But yeah, Black Cat was good. Meow, 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 meow.
Also, she's been doing this since, the 80s. Probably had some songs, maybe even in the 70s when she was a kid.
Yeah.
But she's got
she did movies, too.
She did movies, she did TV.
Yeah, she did TV when she was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that one. Let's wait a while. About not doing it. Then she had songs with Michael. She had Scream.
Scream, yeah, I remember that one.
Escapade. Nasty, Miss You Much.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah, she had a lot. I think she's going to make it. She should be all right.
She'll be in the Hall of Fame.
I'd forgive her indiscretions.
100%. Mm-hmm. No, the boob thing kind of messed things up for everybody.
She did screw up our lives for a little while.
Yeah.
I forgive her.
Nuno did play on Black Cat.
Yeah.
Did not play the solo, though. Oh. Played rhythm.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Looks like Vernon Reid also played on there. Interesting. Well, congratulations to her. Morgan Wallen finally revealed why he left Saturday Night Live stage so quickly after his show was done. He was on with Caleb Presley with the Sunday Conversations.
Right.
He said, I was ready to go home. I'd been there all week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything. I think people made a way bigger deal out of that than it was.
Had he walked off to the right or left
exactly.
Instead, it wouldn't have been such a big deal. It's just that he walked forward,
which
made it look so glaring obvious.
Yeah, like obvious. Right at the camera. And people were like, what is going on?
Two things. One, how old is Morgan Wallen?
27, maybe?
32.
Oh, really?
Is he?
Yeah, good for him. And the other thing, did you watch the Caleb Presley interview?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see the Make Him Flinch? He goes, this is a segment we call Make Him Flinch, and he went like this, and he flinched. He goes, oh, you got me.
He's been on there. He's been on there like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, maybe
now.
It was one of the previous times. Yeah. Caleb Presley is very funny. I enjoy those interviews.
Yeah, he goes, you referred to yourself as the throat goat. And he goes, I did? And he goes, I think you did. And he goes, I think you did. And he goes, maybe I did. He goes, but what happened? And he goes, a week after I left here, I got a throat infection, whatever. And he goes, a little too cocky.
Caleb Presley, he left Barstool. Now he's on his own.
Yeah.
Still doing great.
They all do that, it seems like.
I saw Dave Portnoy on with Theo talking about Brianna Chicken Fry.
Yeah.
And Theo goes, Chicken Fry, is she American Indian?
Theo
American Indian name?
So good.
You don't know if he's retarded or if he's real.
I think he genuinely, that's a question that genuinely is in his mind.
Yeah,
and
he just says it.
It's not a character.
No,
that's
he's
really
so
what he
funny.
thinks.
He's wild.
So funny.
Wicked star Cynthia Erivo will star in a one-woman stage version of Dracula in London.
One woman?
One woman.
She's going to bite herself?
Where she will play all 23 parts.
Bro.
Boo! Listen, you got me a Dracula because you already look like a Dracula.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't think she's sexy at all?
Not at all.
I do. I
mean, opposite.
I feel like I want to bite her shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carmen, what do you think?
Who is it?
The black chick from Wicked.
The green chick from
Wicked.
Sorry.
I mean, she's a great singer. She's talented.
There's something about her I think is sexy.
Yeah,
the bald head is weird. I
like that.
Yeah.
Not for everybody.
No.
Yeah,
if my wife came home bald, we'd have a problem.
She looks like an alien.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think I like it. It's weird because I like a real feminine chick, but every once in a while, I love Rhea Ripley from the WWE.
You like Wesley Snipes?
He's pretty hot. Now you ruined it. Now you ruined it for me. You ruined it.
There's a bit of a comparison.
I can't even think. I can't even picture it anymore.
Wow.
Hold on, guys. We got to do this.
No, don't do it.
Yes.
All right.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone bonus keyword is...
I don't know, because my computer's down.
Uh-oh. Carmen, do you know?
Yes, I have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the new Bone bonus keyword, Carmen.
Charge.
Charge.
This hour's keyword is charge. CHARGE. Head to the 105 The Bone app now and enter charge before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours.
Carmen, everybody. Good stuff right there.
Charged.
I erase the keywords every day.
Charge.
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 Gio said it with a D.
Yeah.
Idiot.
No, charge.
I did not say it with a D.
Yes, you did.
He's nuts.
I just marked it.
All right.
Play it back for you.
Go find my D then.
Real jerk. The wife of Weezer's bassist pleaded not guilty to shooting at cops who were chasing a hit-and-run suspect.
She did, though.
Yeah, remember I was talking about this whole story? Yeah, there was a hit-and-run, and then the guy was in her backyard, and she went out, and the cops were like, hey, lady, drop your gun. And she...
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Weezer was like... yeah, we're going on tour.
Yeah.
So,
see you later.
That guy was like, I can't wait to get out of here.
I don't know what's happening. Well, she pleaded not guilty. We'll see what happens with that.
I guess she's picked up a lesser charge. They've agreed on a lesser charge for
her. Dead & Company will play 3 shows at San Francisco's Golden Gate Park to celebrate the Grateful Dead's 60th anniversary.
I love Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
I love Counting Crows.
Mm-hmm.
I love a lot of those type bands. I cannot get into the Grateful Dead for anything.
Well, I would put them in a completely different category.
I'm just saying, I said Pearl Jam because you can watch a 17-minute Pearl Jam session.
Yes.
And you can take their one song and they'll play it and make 3 other songs out of it and end it with the original song, and then you just watch a 17-minute Pearl Jam song, and I like it. Counting Crows, Mr. Jones is a great song, but I like all their slow, depressing stuff. I like some weird, different music. Cannot get into the Grateful Dead whatsoever.
And it's funny because Counting Crows do a great version of Devil's a Friend of Mine.
Yeah. I mean, look, I know that they have some song. Touch of Grey is a good song, but I know that that's not typical of what the Grateful Dead do.
That's more of like their radio hit.
Right.
You know.
And I can't for the life of me enjoy it, and I'm not knocking it. It's not for me.
Yeah, I think it's a different thing. We weren't into like the drug, jam band type thing. So
that's the thing. Like, I don't want to listen to old white guys play guitar for a half hour.
To granola.
I mean, but I do like granola stuff. Like, I love Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I it's weird. It's just that I feel like I should like the Grateful Dead, and I don't.
I love the Cherry Garcia ice cream from
I'm a fan.
Ben and Jerry's.
I can't eat it. You know why? I think of him. I think of Cherry Garcia, and I'm like, I don't want to
eat it out of his beard.
I don't want to eat his gray hair, his funky fingers. Yeah,
if he was alive and had it in his hand, I would scoop it, eat it out of his hand.
Yeah, same.
So good.
Not for me. Got some sad news. I don't think anybody got any points on this one, but somebody died or something died. Morris, the alligator from Happy Gilmore, died.
I assume that was a fake alligator.
Yeah. He was probably between 80 to 100 years old. They don't know exactly how old, but he was in a bunch of different stuff. He appeared in the 1980s Alligator. He was in Interview with the Vampire and Dr. Dolittle, too.
Oh, well, there you go, Morris.
Chubb's got his eye. Yeah. And then finally news, there is a new list of online hobbies that are an instant red flag, whether you hear about them on dates or with coworkers or from family or friends or social media or anything like that. What's something that you go, that's just immediately a red flag?
I find this is not in this category, but girls only. Girls who play League of Legends turn out to be hot.
Turn out to be hot. Well, that's not a red flag.
No, I said it doesn't meet this list, but like hot girls I know who don't do anything else nerdy but play League of Legends are always hot. Red flags are.
I can give you some examples
Pokemon
that they have on
Go.
here. Yeah, they say beauty pageants, particularly children's beauty pageants. Like anybody who's involved in that, you're like, exactly. Everybody immediately went, oh, that's so weird.
It's because everybody sees you trying to live your life through your kids.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we see that your kids, like, I don't want to do this anymore, but you're forcing them to do it.
Yeah.
I remember with my kids, I thought I will let them play sports and do things till they don't want to do it anymore. I will encourage them to play their best and to keep sticking out. Like I wouldn't let Joey quit in the middle of a season for anything. Finish out your season. You've dedicated. You committed to the team. But then if you don't want to play afterwards, don't do it. But you look at some of these parents that are making these kids cry and put on makeup and all that. That's a sickness.
When my kids Joey quit football mid-season senior year?
No, not mid-season.
Oh, I didn't think he finished the season.
He didn't start the season.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
When my kids were little, I would force them into sports. I was like, here, try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep it, but at least try it. You don't know until you try it.
Yeah. That was Juliana. I don't want to play soccer. And the next thing, she's running around the house kicking a ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have forced my son to continue playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's one of those things, you'll thank me later. I know that right now you may think I'm being a dick and I'm, telling you, go practice and do that. But whenever you turn 17 and you're in the band and everybody thinks it's cool, you're going to be happy about it.
When you have Pete face, but you're still smoking hot chips.
Exactly, yeah.
It's because you can play guitar.
Some of the other stuff they say is a red flag is any kind of multi-level marketing work. If somebody's involved in that, you're like, all right, well, that's...
Because that's another thing it's not honest.
Yeah.
And it never works out for anybody.
People who are into pranking. If you're into pranking, guess what my prank is? Shooting you in the stomach.
Although I have to tell you, I saw the funniest thing.
I wonder if you saw what I saw.
Do you know Chad Goes Deep?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah.
Chad, he's the guy who was famous for showing up at he was the one that said he was Chad Kroger from Nickelback. Like he used the name Chad Kroger. It was a dumb thing that he became famous for.
He went in front of the city council.
Yeah, but he's got a new one now where they act out rom-com scenes in public.
Oh, yeah.
So they had this girl, and she was sitting down at an outdoor court, drinking a beer or whatever, and the one guy went up to her in a white T-shirt, and Chad, and he started talking to her, and he was just doing lines from Good Will Hunting, and then the other guy shows up with the long hair, but he's wearing a wig, and he comes up, and they all start acting out the scene, dude. It's pretty priceless.
I told you about the one guy. He's a black guy. He's English, and he has his phone, and he has a ding on his phone that he can play, and it just goes ding like that, whatever. And everybody's on their phone all the time. So he walks around and goes up and touches his phone to other people's phone and goes ding, and he goes 50 pounds.
Yeah,
and they look at their phone, and they're like, and she's like, "Did you just take money?" And he goes 50 pounds. And then walks up to another one and goes ding, and then he goes, "You want me to give it back?" And she goes, "You're not going anywhere near my phone."
I saw a video this morning, and it said, "Don't be the only one in the group that went to bed early." And it was people on a cruise ship, and they bust into the room.
I saw that.
They're like, Mom, we got to go. And
they were playing the alarm on their phone.
They had on their phone. They're like, and the guy's got a flashlight, and he's got the life vest, and she puts it on.
We got to go to our muster station.
Yeah, she thinks the boat is like sinking, and then she gets out in the hallway, and they're all just hanging out.
Yeah, I was like, that's a dick move, man.
Man, how did we not think of that sooner?
Yeah.
They say scratch lotto tickets because it's rarely just scratchers. So what, they have a gambling problem, I guess is what they're saying, if they talk about having...
Probably not good with money.
No, I get a scratch off every time I have to go in the convenience store.
Yeah, you never check it. You're terrible with money.
No, I do check it. I never turn it in. Like, I'm not trying to win $2. I'm trying to win a $20,000.
He has $600,000 in a teddy bear.
Yeah.
CrossFit.
That's a lot. That's a religion.
Yeah. You know how you find out if somebody's in CrossFit? Wait 2 minutes, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
Collecting taxidermy animals. If they have a bunch of stuffed animals, a bunch of different deer heads and a leopard and this and that.
That's one step away from serial killer.
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting you bring that up. Swooning over serial killers. Like if they're totally into...
Swooning over them is a problem, yeah.
Yeah, if they're like, no, this guy was really good. This is what he did.
You're saying you would pick Ariana Grande over Cynthia Erivo.
I mean, that's like saying you'd pick a BLT over a... I almost said the S word.
I would take Cynthia Erivo over the Ariana Grande with no eyebrows. Ugh.
Listen, I can imagine eyebrows. I would take
Carmen does it all the time.
Wesley Snipes over Cynthia Erivo.
Oh, you're being crazy now.
That was a good joke, Joe. I like that.
What'd you say, Joe?
Carmen does it all the time.
Yeah, the eyebrows.
Oh. I didn't hear that.
It flew under the radar.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Well, I just a picture of Ariana Grande with no eyebrows just popped up.
Yeah, it annoys me.
Yeah.
It annoys me, but I also say, bitch, put your eyebrows on. Get in bed. Let's go. Being super into celebrities in their lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can you see what Kim Kardashian did? Mm-hmm. This one is always weird. Disney people. Collecting Disney memorabilia. And being all, wanting to go to Disney and wearing Disney stuff. And
Disney adults.
Yeah, Disney adults is weird.
You draw the line. Like, I don't mind going to Disney.
Sure.
But I don't want, if I came home, my wife was wearing ears around the house.
Right.
Or she had a Cinderella shirt every day. That would bug me, yeah.
But you also have kids.
No, yeah, but my kids don't even do that.
Your license plate has ears on it.
Yeah, that would bug me.
Yeah.
That would bug me.
Yeah, that's too much. Someone said having to watch every single Hallmark movie. If you're into that, that's a little too much. Yeah. Trolling people online for fun.
I like that.
You love that. I don't
get it.
There is who was it? The Panthers. High up guy with the Panthers was fighting with people on social media, and now he got in all kind of trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it bled over into the whole.
You can't take it seriously. If you take it seriously, it's bad.
Yeah, but it was bled over into Israel versus this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
That's serious.
He was comparing hits in the game to this.
No.
Yeah. Let's see. Influencing, being big fans of online influencer culture.
Hey, guys. Remember to subscribe.
Let's see. Some of the other ones, they not having any kind of hobby or doing anything. You don't have any interest outside of I work.
I'm trying to come up with a hobby.
Yeah,
I need to do something. My days are getting a little bit boring, and obviously I got plenty of work to do. But I'm trying to think of a hobby that I can do.
You started to garden for a while.
Yeah, I don't really consider that to be a hobby, but
it's a hobby.
Yeah, I don't know. I need something I need to go do something.
Bird watching.
I thought I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go and hire somebody to teach me how to play chess. I know that sounds silly to some of you that know how to play, but I don't know how to play, and I want to learn how to play.
I used to play when I was younger, and I totally have no idea. And my son has a nice chess set.
I have a nice chess set, too.
That my in-laws got for him. And, I'll play if you learn how to play.
I got to learn how to play first.
I'll
play, yeah.
And then someone said a girl once told him that her hobby was scrolling TikTok. That's not a hobby.
That's too much.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. A bunch of different red flags.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. With the Disney thing, girls who cosplay as Disney, kind of sexy, also kind of red flaggy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I look at it and I go, that's kind of hot. But then
there's a little crazy in there, though.
Yeah, which can add to the hotness.
Yeah. But anybody, not just girls, guys and girls that do any of the cosplay or do any of the Renaissance Festival and they dress up, any of that stuff.
If they only do it on the weekend, it's not a big deal. But if they stretch it out to that's all they do with their life, that's where there's a problem.
Yeah, but they're doing every weekend. You're
well, not every weekend. Yeah.
But
I don't want them to change my life.
If the Renaissance Festival comes and you're like, we should dress up and do the thing. Oh, okay. But not we're going to this one, we're going to this one, we're going to this one.
Right. I got to go to the Masansi and I got to be in the Date City for this week. Yeah.
You're putting all kind of money into it. And
not showering.
They always seem dirty, right?
Yeah,
they always seem dirty.
Well, because those costumes, you can't just clean. You can't throw them in the wash.
Well, not only that, but the people seem dirty. You know what I mean? They seem they wish that they could live back then so that they could have sex with their sister and never
bare feet.
Yeah. Oh, shower? Pray tell, what is a shower?
I was listening to Mo and Drew yesterday.
Why?
And they were talking about Game of Thrones, which I did not watch.
Right.
And one of the selling points for the show from both of them was you get incest right in the first episode. And I went, okay, who's enjoying that?
Yeah, check the internet. A lot of people are.
Yeah. Really?
Really?
Oh, you mean stepmother and sister, I don't know. It was just they were like, it comes out of the gate kicking. You get incest in the first episode. I went, all right, that seems weird.
By the way, I like that I led with stepbrother. I meant stepsister. Yeah. Well, there you go. That is it for news.
I feel like Drew personally attacked me on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? He said Mike Kelta's a real idiot.
In other words.
Oh, how do he phrase it?
People who go through and get Starbucks coffee, drive-through coffee, he called it, are wasting their money and are idiots when you could just make a cup of coffee.
I agree with that.
No, I mean,
he's right. I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't say he wasn't right. I just said I felt like it was a personal attack.
I feel like we tell you this all the time.
I know.
Drew's a real jerk making true statements.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was listening to them. They were actually doing something very interesting. They were playing the worst songs by the best bands. They started off talking about it was Stevie Wonder's birthday yesterday, and Drew said, "I just called to say I love you" is Stevie Wonder's worst song, which I may agree with. But then they were playing "Girls" from the Beastie Boys and "Fight for Your Right to Party" are two of the worst Beastie Boys songs. I agree with that.
For sure.
Yeah, "Girls" is a great song, but it's a great awful song.
You know what's so funny is when I went and saw Billy Idol. Billy Idol's got a lot of great songs, and he does his show and then comes out for an encore and does like 4 more songs. One of the songs was "I'm Sorry" or something like that, and it was literally like, "I'm sorry I wasn't at your graduation, and I'm sorry I wasn't at your wedding, and I'm sorry." And I'm like, I leaned over to my wife and I go, "This is a terrible song." I don't know whether it was in his contract he has to do that song. Like, I don't know how you do that as part of the 4-song encore. You know what I mean? You got White Wedding in the encore, you got and then you got this one that I've never even heard.
So when I saw Billy Idol, he came out and did a Generation X song.
He does Generation X, which is totally fine. Yeah,
well, I thought maybe that was one of those. I don't know.
No, he did Generation X, and that's good, and it's a song that you know. But this one, it was "I'm sorry I wasn't at your graduation. I'm sorry," and I was like, ugh. Why?
Yeah.
What are we doing? I'm sorry you're doing this song.
Did he do "Eyes Without a Face"?
Of course. Yeah.
We all thought that song was called
"Forgot to Be Your Lover." Did he do that?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of talking. I was in the middle of saying.
I got excited. I
just totally jumped over. I don't remember what I was saying now.
Oh, idiot.
Eyes Without a Face.
Eyes Without a Face. We used to think it was "How's About a Date."
Yeah.
When it first came out. "How's about a date?" He was asking a girl out.
Well, you know what everybody yelled with the money.
Oh, yeah. Get laid, get.
And.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know, but everybody knew.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and it was it's been going around since I was in high school.
There's more bugs in here, man.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing bugs?
Throw
here,
the
Joe?
banana away.
All right.
Please, for the love
Have
of
you
God.
not got any fly traps?
Have you? Then shut up.
Not over there.
Yeah.
Well,
you could Amazon them over here.
Yeah. You just said that you Amazoned a book last night and it's already there.
I forgot. I didn't see the flies last night.
Carmen, when you send the fly traps, put some biscuits in there too.
Yeah. Mike Calda Show, good morning.
How you doing, Mike?
Good. What's happening?
Good. I know you brought up Michael Jackson earlier, just briefly, and I don't know if you saw I think Corey Feldman is nuts. I don't know, I saw an Instagram. It was a reel, and he was in an interview with some guy. I think it was from the UK or something like that, and he was saying that about Michael Jackson, and he tries to act like him, dance like him, and he was saying that he was in a car with Michael Jackson. He brought up a song, and he says, and Michael Jackson was trying to get this song out of him, and he says, what song is it? And he says, it's called "What's Up with Youth."
Yes.
And I sang it to him, and he said, listen, this is what Michael Jackson said to Corey Feldman.
I've seen this video. Go ahead.
You have seen it. Yeah. And he says, you just give it to me. I'll bring it to Diane, whoever, or whatever he was saying, and it'll be a #1 hit. And he declined it, he said, Corey Feldman, because he didn't want to be asking Michael Jackson for any kind of, help. He wanted to do it and go to the top himself. Of course, I broke my knee running to the comments, and everybody says, oh, so you had garbage music for 20 years and you this and this and this you wanted to do. It's just, I'm thinking to myself, and this is not the first time he's ever said this, like as far as Michael Jackson and emanating and all this other stuff. And I just happened to look up his net worth. Have you ever looked up his net worth, and what do you think it is?
Who, Corey Feldman? $2 million.
I'd say closer to $30,000.
30,000. That can't be true.
I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. A lot of the stuff, you know what I mean. But yeah, $30,000. I don't know. I just you started bringing him up, and I just thought about it. I'm like, this guy is absolutely out of his mind.
I have seen that video. The song is called "What's Up with the Youth." Maybe during the early 90s when that was like a movement where the youth was doing it. It could have been something for Corey Feldman, but that song is garbage. Everything that he does is garbage. Anytime we've ever had him on the show, we've done it under the guise of let's pretend we're being serious about Corey Feldman's career, but we're really mocking him behind his back. And he stinks now. Like, even when he was on the show, he wasn't even a good interview. I don't think I'd ever put Corey Feldman on the air again unless he came in the studio.
Unbelievable guitarist, though.
Quite the entertainer. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back from that break, Galvin's got a brand new open letter. That happens next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week,
the NASCAR Cup Series roars back to historic North Wilkesboro Speedway. All-Star Weekend in the Foothill. It's the NASCAR All-Star Open and Race.
Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier wreck on the Howard Franklin Bridge, all cleared up and out of your way. Just some minor delays, which is normal this time of morning as you make your way into Hillsborough County. Same good news for Courtney Campbell Causeway and Gandy Bridge. They're both problem-free. Just one wreck right now. It's in Hillsborough County. That's southbound 301 at Mango Road. Crews on the scene there, so use caution. There is some lane blockage, of course, that's causing some extra delays in addition to the onlooker slowdowns. So just give yourself extra time if that's where your commute takes you this morning. I'm Monica with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Mike Calta here for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. I'm here with Frank Maldonado, Director of Operations at Lifeguard Imaging. Frankie, our listeners may be familiar with Lifeguard Imaging, but tell us a little bit about Lifeguard Imaging and what inspired you to start it.
Well, Mike, as I think you already know in the past, my dad was a surgeon up in Maryland, where I'm from, and tragically lost his life to pancreatic cancer because of a misdiagnosis of a CT scanner. Became kind of a motivation for me to keep his name and his story alive. Opportunity came to utilize early detection scanning, which we do, and it's been a remarkable change.
What would you say to someone who's putting off getting scanned?
Mike, it's obvious sooner than later is important in many aspects of our life. It's never more important when you're talking about a deadly disease that could be developing within your body.
What would you say to someone who feels like they're healthy and they don't need a scan? Maybe they got a physical and their blood work was fine, so they think they're healthy.
I can't think of a single person who died of heart disease or cancer and knew about the disease before it was too late. Everybody believes they're healthy until the point of no return.
Stop putting this off. You have the chance to take control of your health today. Think early detection as an investment. Just like you would invest in your home or your car to ensure longevity, investing in your health is the best way to ensure you or your loved ones are around you for years to come. The earlier that you detect heart disease or cancer, the better your chance to treat it. You don't have to die from these silent killers. Lifeguard Imaging is offering our listeners a free heart scan valued at $599 with a few minimum requirements for you and your spouse. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today or call 813-649-5214. lifeguardimaging.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com. John Setting here for Wild Fork. This past weekend, I spent some time with my parents. On Saturday night, I grilled up a feast of meat with the Santa Maria tri-tip, chicken thighs, and some Brazilian sausages. For Mother's Day, I did something a little bougie, the Chilean sea bass on a bed of Mediterranean couscous, topped off with that lemon butter sauce that everyone loves. They've got everything you're looking for, from traditional cuts of meat to ground beef, hot dogs, burgers, and more. They've got locations in South Tampa, West
Chase, and St. Petersburg. Check them out online at wildforkfoods.com.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $23.65. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
Hey, it's Galvin for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care company that is family-owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial. So if you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, basically anything that has to do with trees, these are the guys. And don't just take my word for it. Check out their perfect 5-star rating with Google. And they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, Arch Support Specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit him with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
This is Mav, spokeseagle for Veterinaire, the home services company proud to serve you. Instead of me answering your questions like I normally do, I have a question for you. Are you ready for storm season? Veterinaire can help make sure your AC unit's drains and power are as ready as they can be for weather on the horizon. And we can even install a home generator that will help keep you powered up while the storm rages on. Protect your nest. Learn more at veterinaire.com.
Veterinaire. Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025. What movie is this from, Galvin? Don't look it up.
Clueless?
No. I think I know.
Does it have to do with the subject matter of this song?
No.
It was just in a movie?
Yes.
I'm
a
not.
star-studded soundtrack.
I don't know.
Joe, do you remember?
If I had to guess, I would say maybe Breakfast Club.
No,
this was
way after.
Yeah. Come on.
Gio, can you look it up? I believe it's Fort Fairlane, the Andrew Dice Clay movie.
Yeah, it could be.
But I don't quite remember. I know it was from a movie. I thought it was Fort Fairlane. I could be wrong.
Fort Fairlane soundtrack number 1, Cradle of Love.
There you go. Genius. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, so when you're on the news, because you're at one of these massage parlors, and your wife finds out, will she leave you or does she stay?
I have never gone to one of those massage parlors without telling my wife.
If you get a teddy bear with $600,000 in it, she'll
probably stay. Yeah. Now, listen to me. I'll tell you, I go to a place on Hillsborough Avenue sometimes, and my wife has gone with me before because they
really. Does she watch?
No. We don't do weird sex stuff. Neither do they in there, as far as I know.
She just doesn't.
All right.
Jesus
now you're just being
Christ,
a dick.
I know.
There's a lady there that they have these massage parlor tables where they have those wooden rails on the ceiling, and they get up there and they hold on to them and they grind their heel in there. And sometimes I need that. I would imagine that I can probably go to a guy and a strong guy would handle it, but that makes me feel very uncomfortable. I also think I would feel uncomfortable with a really hot girl. I think for some reason the Asian lady who knows the ancient Chinese secret makes me feel better.
We were over in Sarasota. I think we were going to play a gig over there, or we were doing something over there, and we had like kind of the day, and I went over a little bit early, and I got a massage, and the girl was very attractive. And 3 minutes in, I was snoring like I woke up. She goes, "I'm done," and I woke up. It could have been 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how much time she spent on me. She was probably, "Let me get this fat idiot that's snoring out of here." But I like totally went, "Huh?" And she goes, "You fell asleep," and I go, "Yeah, I did." But that was a good massage.
Yeah, but good massages will put you out, man. Remember Yoko, Carmen?
Yoko, oh yeah.
Yoko used to make me fall asleep all the time, and she would be beating me up, and I'd just go right out.
I was going to say, she didn't make me fall asleep, but like she just, oh my God, made me
I think when I went to Yoko, I wasn't using my sleep mask, and I would have problems with sleeping and staying awake and all that stuff, because I don't fall asleep now. I don't just doze off the way I used to, and I think it's because I'm getting a proper amount of sleep at night now. And when I used to go to Yoko's, and Yoko would give me the massage, and she'd get up there sometimes too with the knee and get a knee in there.
Yeah.
I would wake myself up snoring, and I go, "Oh, sorry, I fell asleep." She's like, "It's okay, it's okay." Yoko was great, man.
Very relaxed.
See, she would get in there like hard, so it was relaxing, but kind of also uncomfortable because of the knots in my back that I had.
Yeah, it's funny. I get it why. I mean, that guy was just being a dick, but I get it why people would think that. But I have lower back. I'm sure it's like sciatic or something, sciatica. It's right above my right ass cheek is a really bad sore spot for me. I feel like my hips are kind of uneven.
But also, massage is healthy for you, for blood flow and for all different. So, yeah, that's good.
But I'm being honest, I'm getting it more, like I don't go in there and go, "Oh, I'm going to go relax." I know it's going to hurt.
Better.
It makes me feel better, and it gives me a couple of days of where I can move around a little bit freer. And it's cheap. It's $50 for a half hour. And my wife is well aware of it. The first time I started going was with her when they had the massage place inside the mall. It was inside Citrus Park Mall, and we were trying to find a place that had a couples massage, not to be romantic, but just so we could both go at the same time, And that place was the only place that was open, and it was great. They were killing me in there. And now I only have a couple of places I like, but I go in there and put it on my credit card. I am not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, it's funny, Carmen. I go to that one you've been to before, and I go over there, and my wife goes, "It's not like one of those places," and I go, first off, I'm telling you that. Right. Second, I'm putting underwear on to go there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't normally wear underwear.
That's the other thing. I'm not saying that some of those places aren't shady. It's just that I'm not going in there looking for it. So I could be if I was going in there without underwear.
I think if you're going into the place, regardless of whether you're looking for it or not, it's going to be offered to you if it's one of those places.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're, if you don't ask, they're just like, oh, normal massage for this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm naive or whatever, but I don't know. Mike, Cal the show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Love the show.
Thank you.
Hey, you have a place out in Clearwater Beach, right?
I do.
Oh, so talking about massages, I don't know if they do anything extracurricular or anything, but at the Hilton on Clearwater Beach, there's a spa in there. And, man, the massage there is great. I mean, prior to the massage, you get in there with the shower with all the aromatherapy shower, and they give you wine, and you sit there.
But see, that's the difference between what you're going in there to relax and have a spa day. I'm going in there to get a grimy foot drilled into my hip. You know what I mean? Like I want to feel pain when I come out of there.
Yeah. But if you ever, like I said, you're out there at your condo, go check that out because it's definitely take the wife, have some wine, and get a good massage.
All right. Thank you very much. Very romantic,
I want a
sir.
massage.
I want to go out with that guy. Drink wine with him and get a massage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to check in with Galvin. He has a brand new open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to new jobs. Dear new jobs, seriously, first off, let me say I'm not a hater. I'm going to tell you about a bunch of jobs that didn't exist before that people can do now. Not only that they do, but they become very rich doing these. And I'm absolutely amazed by it. And I say good for you. And I'm not talking about telling someone from 100 years ago about someone that works with computers. I'm talking about telling someone from the year 2000 that in 25 years, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars just by videoing yourself opening boxes. That person's head would explode. Plus, they totally wouldn't understand. So you're opening boxes full of money? That's where the money comes from? Nope. Just opening boxes of stuff that I get delivered to my house. Hello, person from 2025. I'm from the year 2000. I worked at the post office 8 to 10 hours a day, and I barely get by. What do you do for a living? Me? I sit in my car and slurp soup and noodle meals, and I made $40,000 yesterday. Okay, clearly that's just a fluke. What do you do? Oh, me? I whisper into a microphone and tap my nails on different items for a 2-minute video. That sounds weird. Can you make money doing that? Well, I made $14 million last year. Okay, well, I'm going to kill myself and mail myself to my family. Influencers, gamers, unboxers, people that are famous just for being on TV. That's wild. You got picked to be on a TV show because I'm assuming you did a psych test and they could tell that you're a lunatic. So they're like, yeah, we're definitely going to put this person on our show. You went nuts. You flipped a table. And then you and your husband went to jail, got divorced, and then somehow ended up at my company's Christmas party. And I got a picture with you and your daughter. What is your life? Just curious, what did your guidance counselor tell you that you should do for a living? I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to new jobs.
You left out a good one. I go and stand in public places with a camera until people approach me about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is all those guys do. And now Long Island Audits did it so well that there's so many ripoffs of it now.
Oh,
it's just people there.
And they have merch and everything. Yeah.
There's Long Island Audit. The guy who goes to Sean Reyes, who goes to public places and deals with the First Amendment. Then there's the guy with the beard and his son, who are kind of dicks. They're probably second most popular. Then there's the black dude. The black dude I've never seen before, but he's funny, and because he curses a lot. And they'll be like, "You can't be here," and he'll be like, "And don't tell me where I can be." And you're like, "Oh!" It escalates it right out of the gate.
There's one I watch called KULT News, and he does the same thing. He videos like banks and stuff, and their windows are wide open.
Banks are my favorite because those bank people get so mad.
You can see our computers. He's like, "Ma'am, your computer's facing the window. I'm outside in a public parking lot, so please leave me alone."
I don't know how I'd react. Like, I think if a guy was in my face, It would bug me, but if I just walked into the post office and there was a guy with a camera, I would just walk right past him.
The KULT guy, the best thing about him is he gets all the police body camera footage.
Right.
So
then it cuts it back and forth.
Yeah, and he cuts it back and forth. So then he'll show what actually happened and then show how, like, the people inside the bank, how they describe what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll just make things up. Like, this guy was crazy. He was harassing me. He yelled at me, and he breaks it down that none of that happened. They're literally just lying to the cops to elaborate on the story.
Yeah.
I love Long Island Audit. He'll go into the DMV as well, and people are already pissed off in the DMV.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just takes a little thing, whatever. And there'll be other people who are not even involved, and they'll be over there, and the guy will be like, I'll kick your ass. And he goes, no, you won't.
Yeah.
He goes, you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, tough guy. And just, because people will talk a big game, and they won't do anything.
Yeah.
No, but I've seen the guy with the beard mace a couple of people.
Yeah.
Because they got too lippy and they got too close and
Sure.
too much in
Well, one dude
face.
hit his camera, and he just pepper sprays him.
Yeah,
right in
it
his
was
face.
good because he got him with the orange spray too, and the guy was covered in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are fun, but once you look at one, then you get caught. Like my algorithm is all that now.
Yeah.
There's
My wife's
so
like, that's
many.
all you watch. I go, I can't help it. It's just all that comes up in my feed. Yeah, I don't want to bother people, but I would love to try and do that one day.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be the guy to stand in the post office or the DMV with a camera and make everybody mad, but I just want to see how people would react to
I
it.
feel like I'd be good at it.
Yeah. I don't know, or I bet yet I'd like to see it happening while I'm in the post office.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it. I just want to see it happen from across the
It
room.
was happening. My wife was at the DMV, and it happened, and they shut everything down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
unfair
thing.
too.
So that's the thing that would piss everybody off.
Yeah, there's all these people there, and they're blaming the guy who's filming because they won't take anybody else. They're like, yep, we're shutting down until this is over.
By the way, I say, nobody's going to do anything. They'll talk a tough game, but eventually, that's eventually going to happen.
Yeah, you don't want to play around in Florida
Because he'll go DMV, he'll go to this place, he'll go to the parking lot at a police station, where it says police vehicles only, but it doesn't say no trespassing and this, that. And then he'll go to correctional facilities and stand on the sidewalk, and they'll be like,
Right.
you can, and he goes, I'm on the sidewalk, I'm in the easement,
Yeah.
I can totally be here. And they're like, well, we don't know if you have somebody. He goes, what am I, breaking somebody out?
And they always point out that there's cameras everywhere. Like, you're filming me, but you're bothered that I'm filming you.
The bank people are always like, do you see why we might be thinking that this is a security breach? You're taking pictures of a
Casing
bank.
it out.
You're casing a bank.
yeah.
I get it. I don't think that they can violate his rights, but I get it.
It's funny because there are, a lot of times where people who don't know and they think they're in the right and they're like, you can't be here, you can't be here. And then they call the superior and they'll come out and they're like, he has every right to be here.
Yeah.
You have a right to be a jerk,
You're dismissed.
Yeah.
That's when he goes, you're dismissed. That's so insulting. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike and crew.
What's up?
The worst one ever, and I can't stop watching them, is the cart narc.
The cart narc's the best.
So
Cart narc's the best.
I can't stop watching them.
Yeah. You want him to get hurt. Like, you want somebody to snap on that guy, but he's so annoying. It's great. Cart narc is a guy who goes after people who don't put their carts away in the shopping centers.
You got to put your cart away, lazy bones.
Lazy bones. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hey, Mike. I'm against Impress is the guy with the beard. He hasn't done stuff in a while because I think he had something else going on. Like, he actually there was a few videos back where he said, it looks like we're going to Atlanta. He was talking to his son. So he doesn't post as much as he has. But you're right. He's second probably to Sean Paul Reyes. There's another one called First Amendment Rights. That guy's pretty good. He's actually, I think he transitions. And if you see him, see him, her, whatever, he actually does, really good. He does the same thing as basically everybody else.
I'm sure I have. I'm sure I've seen him too, because it's all comes up in my algorithm.
And he got the guy I'm against the press. He actually got arrested. I know Sean Paul has gotten arrested like 9 or 10 times, and he has an attorney on standby, and he doesn't, he hasn't gotten charged. But the one guy, I'm against the press, he actually got charged in Florida. It's funny you say don't mess around in Florida. He was taking pictures, and it was near a school. I think that's what the video was, and there was kids in, and the sheriff's office came and said, "Listen, you can't do it." He said, "Oh well, I could see it, but there was some law where he could not be as close to his school, taking photos with children. And he started freaking out, not like Sean Paul, where he gets arrested and he says, you guys are going to regret this. This guy started freaking out. Oh, I don't like small places.
Yeah, that guy's got his temperament is not good enough for it. Sean Paul is very calm, and he knows the law, and he also does the research on the public areas before he goes down there, so he knows where he can be and where he can't be. He usually knows more than the police. Thanks for the call. Mike Cal, the show, good morning.
Hey, guys. Couple of things about, like, the First Amendment auditors. I've worked in local government.
Right.
And we actually have a procedure that we have to follow in case one of those people, like, gets behind where the public isn't allowed, because they'll be like, oh, I got to use the bathroom, but we don't have a public restroom. So in order to appease them, we'll be like, all right, well, here, go through this door. Here's the bathroom. Then they'll, like, sneak off.
Oh.
And then so pretty much they tell us, like, if you see somebody walking around with a camera, turn off all your monitors, turn over all your paper. If you can, just go to your office and close the door and lock it, and those sort of things, because they'll, try and cause problems.
Yeah, they're like new terrorists now.
Yeah, that's why, like, they'll shut down the post office and stuff. It's like, all right, cool. Well, we're not going to do anything till you leave, so you're not going to get anything to record. That's kind of the premise of it, is just don't give them anything.
Yeah, but if you shut it down, you're giving them something. And also the other thing is that if you threaten to shut it down, I would come back every day and just keep shutting it down. And we'll see who wins this chess game. Thank you, sir. Mike Cal, the show, good morning. Hello. All right. Good talking to you. Mike Cal, the show, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Have you guys seen the videos from the original tongue lasher?
No, I don't know what that is.
She's an absolute nightmare. It's a lady who goes to, like, restaurants, stores, everything, and just treats the employees like her personal servants, and she's mean to them and rude to them, and for whatever reason, I cannot look away. Like, she's stuck in my algorithm.
It says a lot about you.
My algorithm, and I just keep watching them over and over, and now that's like, I'm just in the middle of work. I'll just pull one up and watch, but she is so mean to people, it just makes me want to choke her.
All right, now I have to go watch it. Thank you for the heads up on that.
What is it, the tongue lasher?
Yeah, but be careful, Carmen, because you might pull up something else.
Wait.
I would say some of these people, their whole shtick is just dick to be a dick.
Right, yeah.
And so they get the rise.
Yeah.
I like the ones that aren't like that. They're calm, and they just know what they're allowed to do, and then let the other people escalate it.
Yeah, you kind of give them the rope to hang themselves.
Yeah.
Be like, nope, you're wrong. This is what, is going on.
Some just go in like blowhard a-holes trying to get the rise.
This is one that I don't understand, and I just put a comment up on Instagram the other day about it. So I share a backyard with Connie, my neighbor. I could see into her yard from my yard. Can't see her pool area, but I could see her yard. And we have a lake or a pond behind us on the golf course, separating us from one of the holes in the golf course. And every once in a while, I'll see some kids standing out in the backyard with fishing poles, fishing out there in the lake, standing in Connie's yard, having to walk between my house and Connie's house to get there. I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
A couple of times I yelled out, hey, kids, just be careful. There's a big alligator over there. But I don't care that they're fishing over there. Like, why does that make people so mad?
Well, it makes people mad because they're just miserable and they want to be mad. But realistically, that kid breaks his leg on your property and sues you, then that's a problem. That's the only thing I can see, actually saying.
Yeah, but a lot of times these kids are going to lakes in communities, not necessarily in people's yards. They're just going to community lakes.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just like the guy that, the little girl's putting chalk on the sidewalk and he comes and washes it off and don't put chalk on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You're just a miserable person. But I could understand if they're on your property or something, whatever. Yeah, if they're in the community, they're kids. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. But I could understand if they were on your actual property, because my dad does have that happen, where people will come in.
Well, your dad's got a dock in the back and all that.
He's got the seawall that's all rocks and stuff, and people could easily fall, and then they're like, oh, we're suing you, and now we own your house.
Yeah, I mean, I get that too, but I just have a hard time, especially when they're kids, of doing anything but looking out for their safety.
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, almost every person that's like a fisherman that fish a lot and do that stuff, they know what they're doing, and they're not going to cause any problems or destroy anything. They just want to catch some fish.
I always look at those kids and I go, the balls in these kids to go get a fishing pole and walk through this neighborhood that's not theirs up to a lake and do it. Good for them. Like it's building confidence in these kids.
When we were kids, we used to do it all the time. We'd go over to golf courses all the time.
And
fish at the golf course all the time.
It bugs me that people are so mean to other people.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
What's up, fellas? This is Eric. How you doing?
What's up, Eric?
Hey, guys. So you guys talking about these videos, and I can't stand the ones where they're dicks, but I will say this one makes my day every time I see one pop up. You've heard of Anatoly, right? The Ukrainian powerlifter.
Yes.
So this guy comes in unassuming, 5'8", wearing a janitor outfit, and he walks up. He looks like a Persian janitor. Walks up to these big jack guys with these heavy weights, and he's like, "Oh, that doesn't look that hard." And they're laughing their asses off. And then next thing you know, he's one-arming these things, and it's just incredible, and it makes your day. And he's such a good dude.
When they have those, when he's lifting it up and they're all like shocked that the janitor just did it. I mean, I always assume those are fake, but still, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've seen a few different things. Basically, same concept, different thing, whatever. Like a guy goes in and he's, a white belt in jiu-jitsu and he's going against other guys and totally destroys them. Then they go, yeah, by the way, he's like a 6th-degree black belt. Yeah. Or rock climbers, because they have like the rock climbing indoor where they can do the different stuff, and the guy's a champion, and he'll go in and be like, go right up, and they'll be like, "You're pretty good at this."
You know what I'd like to do, and I would probably get my ass handed to me, is go to that old man fight club. You ever see that where they got like they have like a cage set up, and they have a cage set up, and then you go in there and you wear boxing gloves.
Oh yeah.
And you fight it out. And there's a referee, and they make sure nobody gets hurt and all that. I'd love to do that. I'd probably get my ass handed to me, but I would love to do that. I think that would be fun. Like if they had one here where you could just go in on the weekend and either bring your own partner or get matched up with somebody weight wise, and I think that'd be fun. What's that?
There's your hobby.
That would be fun until I have to come in here with bloody lips and broken noses and stuff. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ed here.
Hi, Ed.
I watch all the people you talk about, but the funniest guy is the guy Toopree, Tooapree. He's really unassuming and laid back, and he'll go into like a library with a fly fishing pole, and the guy from India has a sidekick. And the less laid back he is, the more aggressive everybody gets to him. And he just says, "Oh, you're being chill," and he says, "Beck, yeah," and they go, "What does that mean?" He goes, "It's like heck yeah, but with a B." And it's hilarious.
I have not seen them, but it seems like the ones that stay the most calm are the most entertaining. So I'll check it out. Thank you. All right, we must take a break. Carmen,
yes.
Do we have tickets to give away to go see Metallica?
We do, because no one won yesterday.
Oh,
remember we played Ready Set Lie
twice,
and no one got it.
All right, well then we have a reason to be excited today because we have Metallica tickets to give away, and it's the Friday night show with Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills. So I'm going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to find a way to give those tickets away. Metallica at Raymond James Stadium. Your tickets next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think.
It makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier wreck on the Howard Franklin Bridge, all cleared up and out of your way. Just some minor delays, which is normal this time of morning as you make your way into Hillsborough County. Same good news for Courtney Campbell Causeway and Gandy Bridge. They're both problem-free. Just one wreck right now. It's in Hillsborough County. That's southbound 301 at Mango Road. Crews on the scene there, so use caution. There is some lane blockage, of course, that's causing some extra delays in addition to the onlooker slowdowns. So just give yourself extra time if that's where your commute takes you this morning. I'm Monica with traffic.
Guess what? The power companies raised your rates again. And guess what? They're not done. Go solar with Solar Bear and pay nothing for the first 12 months. Beat the rate hikes from the power companies and keep your cash. Visit solarbear.com.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Save time and money with a PVC fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford employee pricing sales event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford employee pricing sales event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. Power bills just went up again, and guess what? They're not coming back down. But at Solar Bear, they've got a better way. Go solar now and get your first 12 months completely free. That is right, no power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is locally owned, going 10 years strong, and trusted by thousands with 5-star reviews across the state of Florida. Don't keep renting your power. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your energy without the rate hikes.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket. Day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively to Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
This report brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Tampa. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Check them out at rbafla.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Things are heating up in May at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Right now, new members of Unity by the Hard Rock receive a free limited edition t-shirt and up to $200 on them. Receive your actual slot loss back from your first day on your next visit in 2 equal free play offers up to $200. And at the Hard Rock, they will match your tier. Show your premium tier card from selected competitor casinos for an opportunity to match your tier with the equivalent Unity Hard Rock tier. And don't forget the Hard Rock Sportsbook at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa puts legal sports betting just steps away from all your casino favorites. It's the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Get in there and tell Mike Calta sent you.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Save time and money with a PVC fence in a box from Ben's Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
This is Mav, spokes-eagle for Veterinaire, the home services company proud to serve you. One of the most common questions I get is, Mav, my AC seems fine. Why do I need a tune-up? The answer is, you live in Florida. Your AC is under more strain than a rookie in boot camp. If you like taking risks, get a lottery ticket. If you like living in comfort, get an AC tune-up. They're comprehensive and affordable, and free if you sign up for a Veterinaire maintenance plan. Learn more at veterinaire.com.
Veterinaire. Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the #2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that #1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
At Brandon Honda, we have the hottest hybrids in stock and on sale. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, get the brand new Accord hybrid for just $199 per month. Get the award-winning CR-V hybrid for just $249 per month. Or get the all-new, just released 2025 Civic Hybrid Sport for just $199 per month. With gas mileage as high as 50 miles per gallon, these award-winning hybrids won't last long. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-448-7710 for more information.
Springtime is here, and that means car buying season. If you plan on getting an electric vehicle, you're going to need an EV charger at home. Climate Design Home Services are your go-to company when needing to install or service an EV charger. Whether you own a Rivian, a Tesla, GM, or Ford, Climate Design Home Services can make charging as easy as plugging it in. Furthermore, if you need any type of panel adjustments or upgrades, the licensed electricians from Climate Design Home Services can ensure that you have enough power to charge everything in the comfort of your own home. No more driving around town looking for a charger, worrying you're going to run out of juice. Climate Design Home Services lets you charge at home. Call 727-295-1572 or go to climatedesign.com and schedule your EV charger installation. That's climatedesign.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Get rid of that musty, dusty smell in your home with the help from the Zero Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Galvin, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterbrook from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny skies, and I'm going to go with seasonably warm this afternoon as high temperatures go back into the upper 80s for later today. Mild and muggy tonight with a low temperature in the mid-70s, and mostly sunny and hot for Thursday. Tomorrow's high temperature around 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 of the phone number. Silent Chaco Day is back at Shark Coast Tactical. This Saturday, the 17th, Shark Coast will be hosting the crew from Silent Chaco at the shop. Your chance to meet and learn about Silent Chaco products while they're slinging deals on their amazing line of silencers. The best deals and all the swagger at Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 17th. There'll be extra Shark Coast employees on hand to fill out paperwork quicker so you can get your silencers entered in and back to you fast. Make plans and clear your Saturday now and take advantage of the incredible deals at Shark Coast Tactical. You don't want to miss Silent Chaco Day this Saturday, the 17th. There'll be tons of prizes, killer giveaways, and special offers with Silent Chaco reps on site. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. They're located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Check them out on social media and stop in there on Silent Chaco Day and tell them Mike Calta sent you. Galvin, I made an executive decision last night.
Okay. What do you got?
The Optimistic Liar is not going to AC/DC on Friday.
Oh, what happened?
I do not want to be an optimistic liar. I said, listen, I don't want to go. I'm out. Therefore, I'm out.
So Pete's going to use your ticket with somebody else, or?
Yeah, Pete will be taken abroad, I'm sure. He'll be fine. I said, Pete, if I will stiff you with the ticket, I don't want to do that. He goes, no, I got it covered. So there you go. Tom, still driving. So, Tom, if you're listening, do not change plans. Yeah, I just don't want to go. I don't know why.
You're missing out on a lot of opportunities.
I don't really see them as opportunities. I see them as wasted time.
Last time you're going to see AC/DC live.
I already saw him last time. That was good enough.
And you saw him with Malcolm.
I saw him with Malcolm. I hung out with them. I hung out with Vinnie Paul from Pantera that night.
I told you my hanging out with AC/DC, so we get to go backstage and meet the guys, and they have record flats, and they're signing stuff for us and everything. And my buddy Joe, who we called Captain Chaos when he started drinking, he had a memorabilia shop that had a bunch of stuff. So he had a bunch of stuff, cool stuff to get signed. And Brian Johnson starts telling us a story. And you're like, this is Brian Johnson from AC/DC telling us a story all ears. Let's listen to what Brian has to say. He's about, maybe 2 minutes into the story, and my buddy Joe, Captain Chaos, goes, yeah, sign this.
Are you serious?
We were mortified.
Wow. Rude.
Yeah, and Brian was like, yeah, okay, and like signed and like kept on telling the story. I was like, oh my God.
The balls.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Brian Johnson said to me, and this is a quote, he was race car. He was showing me a video of him race car driving, and he got in an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, oh, God, were you scared? And he said, me butthole was puckering like a rabbit's nose. I'll never forget that. Me butthole was puckering like a rabbit's nose.
I gotta find the picture. I have a picture with me, with Malcolm and Angus, and I am standing there, and no lie,
12 feet taller than them.
My hands are down by my hips on their shoulders because they're so tiny.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're so tiny. I mean, obviously I'm exaggerating, but like it's me standing like this, like my hands are down to my sides.
It's weird. You see these rock stars you think are bigger than life, and then you see they're like tiny, like 5'8".
Tiny.
We said it a couple days ago. Joe Perry from Aerosmith, when he was in the station, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what else I meant? It was tiny? Ozzy.
Yeah?
Yeah, Ozzy's little.
Angus is 5'2".
Oh.
5'2". So I'm a foot and 2 inches taller than him.
5'2".
It's like Monica's size.
Monica's 4 something.
Oh, my God.
That's like a little dizzy.
Yeah, and Malcolm's 5'3". Yeah, so they're 5'2" and 5'3". Yeah.
Do you think that's why they like became friends and started a band because they?
Well, they're brothers.
Oh yeah.
They come from small jeans.
Small jeans. Yeah.
That was the other thing. One of the other brothers was in the suite that I was at Wrigley.
Oh really?
Yeah, one of the not Malcolm, but one of the other guys that might be in the band now. I don't know. Was in the suite.
Steve.
I don't remember.
He's playing guitar now.
Yeah.
The cousin.
Oh, his cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy was a brother.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, there was another brother.
Yeah, they have an older brother, I think.
He was there. Yeah. That was a good time. I mean, I love them and all that. It's just, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it right now.
I find it more difficult to go to concerts nowadays too. And I went to when I was younger, I went to so many concerts, like every night.
But it's really not that hard. Like once you're there,
Not hard. It's just, I'm not enjoying it as much.
Oh, I enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I like being there and I like doing it, but it is the thought of, I got to deal with this, I got to deal with that, whatever. But now that I do it a lot, so I'm like, all right, I'm in, I'm out, I do my thing.
Like, there's no way I would have enjoyed Joan Jett.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not that she's not good, not that she doesn't, I just would have been like, all right, let's go. I don't know. I think I'm just getting old,
I get it.
man.
I think so
Right?
too. Yeah. And I've seen like everybody. I feel like. So do I need to see them a third or fourth time? Is it worth getting off my?
By the way,
couch?
this comes across sometimes like we're trying to brag. Like,
No.
I've met Rosie. It's not. I'm trying to find the reason. I'm trying to find at 53 years old the things that make me happy now, and what are those things? Like, I just don't know what those things are anymore. And I'm sure a lot of people go through this. It's not just me. Galvin seems to have gotten a pretty good hold on it.
Yeah, well, it was a few years back where I was like, I don't really want to go because then I have to do this, whatever. And then I thought, you know what? I love it whenever I'm there. I'm just going to make the effort. Now I go to as many shows. I'm going to see Terror on Friday, and I've seen them 4 or 5 times, whatever, and it's going to be crazy. And I'm going to have to protect my wife because people are just going to be
Stage
slamming and
diving.
stage diving and
Yeah.
going crazy and stuff. But it's fun, man.
The other thing is in addition to going what I'm going to go do, it's a lot now about who I'm going with.
Yeah. I'm
really
fortunate
wanna
where
hang
I have my wife likes a lot of the stuff that I like. And,
Right.
I used to love being in a mosh pit. I would get right in the middle. It was awesome. It was so
Yeah,
much
but
fun.
I can't do that now because people will be like, "Oh, I heard what that douchebag said on the radio. I'm gonna punch him right in the face."
The idea now is like, no way.
By the way, I was contemplating going to see LA Guns. They played last night, I think it was, over in Largo.
No way. I would
And
do that.
it was a Tuesday night. Sold out.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for them.
LA Guns sold out, baby.
them.
I mean, it was a 200-seater or whatever.
So,
No, but
I don't know. I have a limited capacity for who I can hang out with and have a good time, and where I go and what I do.
you had fun at Creed.
Yeah, Creed was great. But I was with all you guys.
Yeah, it was good.
I had a ball.
Once I get there, I have fun. But it's the buildup that I
getting there.
don't like.
Sure.
See, I'm the opposite. I usually like the travel there. Tom comes and gets me, sit there, get a little drink.
But I think it's just me. I think I'm just not, I don't know. Like when we were going on the cruise, we were in the parking lot. I did not want to go on the cruise. I was like, if we turned around right now and the boat left, I would be perfectly happy with that. But then once I got on the boat, I had an amazing time.
Yeah. See,
Like,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And I was dreading going on the cruise all week. And my wife goes, you're the only person I know that dreads on going
That's
on
how I was with
cruise.
Bird's Cruise. And then I got on the cruise and I had a great time. But the whole time I was like, I don't even want to go.
I feel like next year I'm going to get a hotel the night before.
Yeah?
Stay out
Yeah,
there.
That's what
I
Johnny
think
B
so.
did.
Yeah, I got to tell you that trip over there was rough for me. It was just being in a van, I was just like, I don't know. I think going over there the night before and having dinner, relax,
get up. Yeah, no rush.
Yeah.
I don't know. I we got a long way to go before the cruise. I don't know if
not
I
really.
would say, well,
It's already May 14th.
I just dread going to any event until I get there. The bare knuckle fight thing. I didn't want to go to that.
Yeah.
I did not want to go. I was like all day. I thought, man, I don't want to go. But I know.
And then what happened? You got there and I superstar walked you right in.
Yeah. But I knew that. I knew that when I went, it'd be a great time. But all day I was like, I told Galvin I was going to go, and I kind of want to go, but all right, damn it. And then when I got there, I'm like, this is awesome. Within 5 minutes, I was like, I'm so glad I
It was
came.
great.
Had a great time.
Great fights.
Like that is, I don't understand why I am like that, where I just dread going to things, knowing damn well I will have an awesome time.
But that's it. That's what I decided. I go, I know when I get there, it's going to be fun. So you just have to push through that. Oh, God, you got to get ready and do this and drive over there. Once you're there, you know it's going to be great. So just do it.
the last thing that I really looked forward to that paid off in the end, and I ruined it a little bit because I drank too much, was the Christmas pub crawl. I was looking forward to that so much. It was like the last day. It was the last thing. I was like, this is awesome, except I got too wasted.
Yeah, two ways too fast. I think.
2 ways too fast. Yeah. Next year, I'm stretching out a little bit.
We were still roaming around there like 3 o'clock in the morning.
We should do another pub crawl.
Yeah.
We should not wait until Christmas. We should do another pub crawl down in Newport Richie.
They've opened like 2 or 3 more bars
really?
now. Yeah, I was just through that area over the weekend. There's even more places.
We have enough time to plan it and everything. We can do June, halfway to Christmas.
Oh, halfway to Christmas pub crawl.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Right?
I don't want to
Start putting it together. I don't want to go. You know, it was one of the best events that we've done recently was playing down at Big Top. That was so much fun.
That was great.
That was so good.
Anytime you get a good crowd like that, man, and a nice place, they treated us so nice.
Yeah.
You know, that makes you want to always go back there. So, every time I see this commercial, I want to puke. It's for cheese, but it's for like ricotta cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And they take a scoop of ricotta and they put it on bread and put peaches on top of it. Oh, God, that makes me want to throw up. Who's eating that together?
Oh, that
All
sounds
right.
really good.
Ricotta cheese, not cottage cheese, ricotta cheese and peaches.
Yeah, because ricotta cheese doesn't really have a taste. It takes on whatever you put onto it. It just adds like a creamy texture. It's almost like a cream cheese, like a lighter cream cheese.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's such a
With like
That's
a
such a specific
balsamic
cheese for me.
drizzle. I bet that'd be.
Oh, no, you got me. Now you got me.
Okay, I got you.
All right, we got tickets to give away to see Metallica. That show is happening in June at Raymond James Stadium. We've got Friday night tickets. It's Metallica, Ice Nine Kills, and Limp Bizkit. We're going to do it right now. We're going to carry over from yesterday with a little bit of Ready, Set, Lie. Here we go. For those of you who don't know how this game works, we're each going to read a statement. And that statement is true for only one member of the Mike Calta show. I'm going to pick a contestant, and they'll have an opportunity to ask 3 questions. They can divvy up those questions any way they like among the people in the room and Carmen. And then they will determine which person that statement is true for. It'll start with me, and it'll go clockwise around the room. We all read it the exact same way. Everybody ready?
Ready.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I once drove to a business meeting with Macho Man Randy Savage, and I offered him a Slim Jim. Joe?
I once drove to a business meeting with the Macho Man Randy Savage, and I offered him a Slim Jim.
Galvin?
I once drove to a business meeting with Macho Man Randy Savage, and I offered him a Slim Jim.
Gio?
I once drove to a business meeting with Macho Man Randy Savage, and I offered him a Slim Jim.
And Carmen?
I once drove to a business meeting with Macho Man Randy Savage, and I offered him a Slim Jim.
All right, there you go. One member of the show drove to a business meeting with Macho Man Randy Savage and offered him a Slim Jim. Let's grab a contestant. Hello, who is this?
George.
George, you get 3 questions. You could ask them to one person, to all the people. Divvy them up however you like. And then after your 3 questions, please tell us which member of this show once drove to a business meeting with Macho Man Randy Savage and offered him a Slim Jim.
All right, this question's for you, Mike. What year was this?
1995.
Okay. Galvin, what?
Yes.
Where were you driving him to?
I was down in Sarasota.
Okay.
One more question.
Gio, what was he wearing?
He had a cutoff like tank top. I remember it said Gold's Gym, and he was wearing jean shorts.
All right, those are your 3 questions. You got to think about it and tell us which member of the show once drove Randy Savage to a business meeting and offered him a Slim Jim.
I'm going to go Galvin.
Galvin, are you the one that drove Randy Savage to a business meeting?
Oh, no.
No.
That was not me.
Sorry, it was not you.
That was not me.
Not you. Okay. We'll go to a next contestant. Hi, who is this?
Hi, good morning. This is Tanya.
All right, Tanya, you get 2 questions in addition to the 3 that guy asked before you have to make your decision.
Okay. So for Mike,
Yes.
did he accept the Slim Jim?
He did not, and he did not think it was funny.
Okay. And I don't know. Can I just go ahead and guess? I don't know.
Sure.
Another question. Is it you? My guess is Mike.
That is also incorrect. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was not me, and it was not Galvin. Will the person that drove Randy Savage to a business meeting and offered him a Slim Jim please come forward?
It was me.
Yeah.
Pap.
Yes.
Really?
It was me. Yes. It was around 2001, 2002. We had just finished the Ask OJ website, and we were going to do something similar with Randy Savage. So we met with him downtown Tampa, and then the 2 of us drove to Frankie's Patio and had sandwiches over there. Yeah, we discussed it. We talked about it. He's nice, but he did not, in fact, think that the offer of the Slim Jim was funny.
Nobody does.
How did that go down, the Slim Jim part?
Well, we stopped at there's a gas station at the very end of 7th and when you're in Ybor, all the way down that really bad area near the cemetery. That he pulled in because he needed to get gas. So we pulled in, and he said, well, here, go in there and pay. So I went in there to pay. I was like, would you like a Slim Jim? He's like, no, thank you.
I get your joke. Do you know that, I'll tell you some Randy Savage stuff. Randy and I auditioned to do a wrestling show together, a wrestling radio show.
Oh, yeah.
On Fox Sports News. Oh, not, yeah, Fox Sports News. We did 2 shows as a trial show, and
how'd it go?
The shows went good, but we ultimately didn't do the deal. I didn't do the deal because money-wise, they didn't have enough money, and Randy had already cut his deal, and I think he got all the money. Because he said to me, he goes, "I'm going to cut my deal, and then you cut your deal." I go, "Yeah, I got it. I could do my own thing." And they were paying him a lot of money, but also Slim Jim was a big sponsor, so they loved the idea that we were bringing a sponsor in. But I was the one doing all the work. Like Randy was there to be Randy and get big name celebrities on, but I was doing all the work, and they didn't want to pay me hardly any money. So I was like, not gonna do it. Not gonna take the deal.
I'll also tell you, Michael, that the Viper he was driving was bright yellow with a red interior.
Oh, I remember.
Slim Jim colors.
I remember. Yeah. He made a lot of money off Slim Jim, but he put them on the map. They made so much money on him.
I mean, people still, if you say Slim Jim, snap into it. You know, and that I don't even know if that's been their motto. You know,
I think they still use him in the marketing. Like, he's still on.
Oh,
ads.
really?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't seen marketing for Slim Jim in so long. I don't know.
I feel like the last time I was in 7-Eleven, he was on the box still.
That might just be a really old box of snacks for Slim Jims.
Maybe.
I don't think those things ever go bad.
You know what's so funny is Slim Jims are Slim Jims, and then there's beef sticks like Jack Link's or whatever have the beef sticks. It's 100% beef. And have you had a Jack Link's and then had a Slim Jim?
Yeah, they're totally different.
Oh my God! It's like eating a steak and then eating a shoe. It's two completely.
Which
different
one
things.
do you think is the shoe?
Slim Jim.
Oh, I love the shoe.
Oh, when was the last time you had a Slim Jim?
Yeah, I've have them often. I don't like the Jack Link's. It's too meaty. It's too meaty for me.
The meat's too meaty.
Yeah, I mean that's it.
The musical had too many songs in it.
I like the idea that that the Slim Jim tastes like pepperoni.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, man. That's all kind of oils and spices.
Yeah,
and
I'm not
stuff.
mad at that.
Yeah, I don't know.
mad
It's
at
just
that.
not for me. And it's also not really a meat texture to it. It kind of tears.
But it snaps in. You snap into it. You do snap into it.
One of their meat sticks is called the Savage Stick, and it's got Randy Savage on the package.
I wonder who gets the money from that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he had a wife, but he had no kids.
Yeah, it's one of their. It's the biggest one, the biggest meat stick in the Slim Jim arsenal, the Savage Stick. So I did see him on the box.
Is he on the box, or are they just using his name?
No, he's on the package. Yeah, it's his face on the package. Yeah.
What a nice guy he was. He really was. And people always and he always did the voice. That was his voice. That's the way he talked. You get a call from him at any time of the day or night. He was like, "Hey, brother." Hey, he was always. He just got a real growly voice. I don't know. He
heart attack while driving down the road in the car.
Just gotta imagine he had stress. He had a lot of stress. That guy.
And really good baseball player, I guess, before he got into wrestling.
For the Reds.
And didn't he hurt his arm and learned how to throw with his other arm? I think I remember seeing a thing about that. Like he taught himself how to throw with his other arm because he damaged his right arm and then threw with his left or something like that. Yeah. Did he play catcher? Do you know? I don't know.
I don't know. Is Lanny Poffo still alive or did he die too?
I feel like he died.
He died, right?
In the last couple years.
Yeah. I met their father too. He holds the world record for sit-ups, I think.
2023.
What, Randy? I mean,
Lanny died.
Poffo died. Yeah. The father. Look, can you look that up? The father holds some sort of world record. I think it's sit-ups. Might be push-ups.
Angelo Poffo.
Yeah.
By the way, Randy Macho Man Savage sustained a right shoulder injury, possibly from a collision at home plate, and subsequently learned how to throw left-handed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In 1945, he set the world record for sit-ups.
Yeah.
Completed 6,033 sit-ups in 4 hours and 10 minutes.
Carmen, you could beat that.
No, no way.
No.
I have trouble doing 10.
Yeah, he was a tight little guy. He had a little muscular. He looked like Jack LaLanne.
Angelo
Big square
Poffo.
head, Angelo. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I did some sort of event. I don't know if it was the anniversary of that event or something. I did something with them at Admiral Farragut school one time.
Macho Man, no kids or anything, huh?
No kids. Married to Elizabeth.
Yep.
Then after Elizabeth went out with that other really much younger girl, I can't remember her name. Remember, she was his valet for a while too.
It was Scary Sherry.
No, that was Sherry Martell.
Yeah.
No, this was a blonde girl. She had a guy's name, like Bobby
Tom.
or something. No, I can't remember.
Frank.
But they were together for a while. And then they broke up, and Randy got back together with his high school sweetheart,
Lynn Payne.
Lynn, that's who he ended up marrying.
I think she was with him when they were driving.
Yeah, well, they were together at that point. Yeah, I remember I was out of town, and somebody called and told me that he had had a heart attack and died. Poor Randy. What a bad way to go. All right, I got to take a break. No winner today.
No winner
for the
again.
Metallica tickets.
Wow.
Save them for tomorrow, Carmen. We'll give them away tomorrow.
Got it.
All right, thank you. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier wreck northbound 275 on the Howard Franklin Bridge has been moved to the left shoulder. Still seeing some slowdowns, though. Actually, backups into Pinellas counties are going to take longer than normal this time of morning to get into Hillsborough County. The good news is Courtney Campbell Causeway and Gandy Bridge both running up to speed in that direction. Hillsborough County has a wreck as well. Southbound Del Mabry, it's at Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Crews have 2 left lanes blocked right now. That's causing backups past Gunn. Avoid that if you can. I'm Monica with traffic.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah & Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
Avery is the new girl in town. She's got a new job, a new apartment, and she really wants to hit the ground running. Or planking, maybe. But the best move she's made so far is banking with Mid-Florida Credit Union, who gave her a cool $200 for opening a new free checking account. Hello, new yoga outfit. And her financial worries, they've moved elsewhere. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. 0.00% annual percentage yield. $50 minimum to open account. Membership, credit, and eligibility apply and must be met within 60 days. Insured by NCUA.
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob? What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, big power companies keep raising rates, but Solar Bear is fighting back and helping Floridians save. They're locally owned, not some giant national chain, and they've been in business for over a decade. With thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's most trusted solar installer. And right now, you'll pay nothing for 12 months. That is a full year of free energy. Stop paying more and more every month. Call Solar Bear today or visit them at solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com and take control of your power.
Mobile services here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry-owned today online at jerryowned.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included. Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son, Mike. In addition to the comp case, there is a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
The cost of mesothelioma treatments can exceed $400,000, and families often face losing their homes and life savings just to pay the bill. The Rights and Claims Department of Flint Cooper has helped victims secure financial support they need to pay for their care and ensure their family's future. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma and don't have legal representation, call Flint Cooper now at 800-606-8169. Time is running out for you to file a claim, so don't wait. Call 800-606-8169 for a free consultation.
Saturday, May 17th is Furman Chevy of Brandon's Military Appreciation Event. Don't miss this star-spangled day of live music, free barbecue, giveaways, and exclusive military offers. Together, let's drive and honor our heroes. Get all the details at FurmanChevy.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterbrook from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny skies, and I'm going to go with seasonably warm this afternoon as high temperatures go back into the upper 80s for later today. Mild and muggy tonight with a low temperature in the mid-70s, and mostly sunny and hot for Thursday. Tomorrow's high temperature around 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Kissy face, sent to you.
9:37 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Phone lines are wide open. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. I just got an interesting text. A guy that I've known for a long time. What are you, 6'4"?
Yeah.
Probably maybe 6'5". Tall, skinny guy. Probably in his 40s. Super nice guy. I haven't seen him in a while. Text messaged me and he said, I know that you're not into dudes massaging you, but if you ever need a massage, because he's a massage therapist. And I thought, what can make it weirder than knowing the dude that's doing it? No offense, Mike. I know you were trying to be nice. It's just that would make me feel even weirder, I think.
Yeah. My sister-in-law
I'm in.
is a massage therapist. And she's offered many times. My wife said, you should ever do it. I can't. It's just it's too weird.
It's interesting because I feel like if I go to a stranger, it's I could be more relaxed.
Yeah.
Than if I'm there with somebody that I know. I don't know why. And then there's that smoking hot chick from Sarasota who I'm friends with on Instagram. I don't know how I know her on Instagram, but she's just, I mean, she's so hot that every picture I see of her, I go, oh, God. When I see it, I say it out loud. I go, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. And she's the last person I would call for a massage. I'd be like, don't look at my fat back. Don't touch my hairy back. I would never let her. I wouldn't make her put her hands on me.
You should get a massage from your sister-in-law, and then you ask your wife if belly kisses are normal in massages.
I mean, it would be so weird. And I've said this a million times. And I know she's certified, went to schooling, and she has a ton of clients.
I would
stuff.
never let is she your wife's sister?
Yes.
So my wife doesn't have a sister, but my wife has a sister-in-law. Like I don't know. I don't know.
And I know she's good at it because she has all great reviews, and everybody that uses her said it's as great. And
I could never let my brother's wife do it.
Yeah, man.
That would be weird. And she would not want to do it. She'd be grossed out by it. And then my brother-in-law's wife is kind of sexy. That would be uncomfortable. I don't know. That's weird.
I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm never doing it.
No, don't do it.
Can't force me.
Sounds like you're struggling with it.
Can't force me at all.
All the time. Hey, why don't you just let her do it? No.
Gio's going to come in next week. I did it.
It was so good.
Yeah. We're married now.
Hey, Medicine Man.
What's up?
We gave away Metallica tickets. Well, we didn't give them away. We almost gave them away today.
Yeah.
Did you get yours yet?
Not yet. And also not AC/DC tickets either.
Yeah, you're going to be crap out of luck.
Mike's got a ticket he's not using.
I'm not. You can go with Pete if you want.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, Pete's fun.
Wouldn't mind.
What time Tom going to pick him up?
I don't know how Pete's going to feel about it, though. Plus, they were expensive.
Yeah, I know.
What's wrong with you? You sound very depressed today.
I'm just waking up. I was up pretty late last night.
What'd you do? Did you go see LA Guns?
Yeah, it was so retro there at the Performing Arts Center in Largo. They kind of changed inside the place. They put like stadium seating in there now.
Who gave you those tickets?
Oh, we had to buy them outside the place, for people.
How much?
$25 a piece.
And who'd you go with? With the guy with the fat wife?
Oh, not a different person. That was he was heavy. His name is Chris Gamble. He's on the hefty side. He looks like he could pass for be a brother or something like that.
Like pass for what?
He can almost pass for your brother because he facially resembles you in a way.
Yeah, but he also said bodily he resembles me also.
Oh, he's shorter and he's heavier than you.
Yeah, all right.
But you look good next to him.
Don't make it like you were trying to compliment me. That was an insult, is what that was.
No, I mean, he's kind of sluggish. But
I was just going to give you the Metallica. I was just going to give you the Metallica tickets. No, you insulted me. I was just about to give out.
I did not insult you. I did not insult you.
No, I've heard he's called me fat before.
Fat ass.
Fat ass. Yeah. Damn it.
See what happens first. Mike loses weight or Medicine Man gets Metallica tickets.
You know he's going to find his way in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
If Medicine Man just put cable over his arm and walked, they'd let him in.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They'd be like, clearly he's a roadie.
Belongs here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't feel it's a Metallica show without Medicine Man there.
I think I could live through it.
I'd be
okay, yeah. So I'm not going Friday.
Well,
I'm turning over a new leaf, though. No longer an optimistic liar. I'm just being realistic.
Just a homebody.
Just a homebody.
So what are you going to do? Anything? Nothing? Just stay home?
I don't know. I have to find what brings me joy, Galvin.
Yeah. Did you see the...
I sound like Spanish.
Did you see the bird watching video I sent you?
I did. I loved it. It was great. It was great.
At a certain point, you have to just realize that you're watching birds and you enjoy it.
I was sitting in the car yesterday waiting for my daughter to come out of volleyball, and a robin landed on the hood of my car and then jumped on the fence next to me, and I sat there and I watched it, and I almost took my phone out and took a picture of it, and I was like, is that what I've become?
Yeah.
My mom's got hummingbirds by her house.
If you can get the hummingbirds on one of those cameras, that's great.
And you can even hear them go when they're coming by you and stuff.
We bought that helmet from my brother-in-law that you put on, and the hummingbirds land on your thing. That's pretty cool.
And those things are crazy to watch.
Yeah. Big Dick's got a bird feeder that has the camera on it.
Oh,
you can see when they go there. It's pretty cool.
You see they have one for squirrels, too.
Yeah, but squirrels, I'm not as enamored by squirrels as I am rare birds.
No, they're rodents, pests.
They are.
And rats with furry tails.
Yeah, they
basically.
Are. Gross. Mike Calda Show, good morning.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I just had a random question for Mike. I haven't been listening like past 2 weeks, and I just wanted to ask him how did the 5K marathon thing go?
Good. Thank you. I don't know if he was setting me up or if he really didn't know.
Maybe both.
I didn't run it, sir.
It blows my mind that people can't separate the 5K and marathon, that it's two completely different things.
Yeah.
I think it's very similar.
It kind of takes away from
anytime you have to run.
Yeah.
Like anytime you have to run, it's a marathon.
But it's also like, did you score a field goal touchdown?
No,
You know what I mean?
that's different.
It's 100%. It's both.
No, they're measurements, and one's a measurement, and the other one's a scoring distance.
It's a amount of scoring in a football game. This is amount of distance in a race.
Field goal touchdown.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does make
I accept your apology.
All right.
Go watch a bird.
Sorry about that. Mike out the show. Good morning.
Hey, Mike, did you guys give away the Metallica tickets already? If so, I'll take Medicine Man's tickets.
Nope. Sorry, sir. Mike out the show. Hello.
Hey, I was wondering, Galvin, do you see Howard Hughes in the room there?
No, I go out. And I cut my fingernails. He
is wearing tissue boxes on his feet.
I'm just trying to figure out these days what makes me the most excited, what I have the most fun doing. I do go out. I went to Chili's the other night.
Starbucks.
Why?
Makes you happy.
No, even that.
Sitting in the line? Oh, really?
I would go once a day.
Chili's is nice, man. I don't know how you did it without the Southwest egg rolls.
It took a lot of strength.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, my wife and I went to Chili's. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, the kids are older now, Galvin.
One right down here by...
Right over here, yeah. They, my son goes out with his girlfriend, and my daughter had volleyball or some sort of practice or something like that, and it was just the two of us, like it was in the old days.
It's like what is it? Empty nest.
Yep. Oh. We went for 2 for 1 free. Although I feel like when it's officially empty nest, then I'm going to be like, all right, let's do some stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried about that.
I'm going to miss the hell out of the kids, but I have a plan. Like, I want to travel.
I want to sell my house.
Yeah. I want to sell my house.
Yeah.
This house is too much for us now. I mean, if we weren't doing the show out of here every day, I probably would have sold this house already.
Yeah.
Because I could sell this house and then pretty much start looking at retirement. So I'm almost done. But anyway, I want to travel. Did I tell you about this? I was talking to Deep Pasquale the other day. And he's like, what do you want to do? I go, I want to travel. He goes, do it now. Like, do it now while you're young. I go, yeah. Hey, you got to work. I got to work. And also, no.
Not all of us are Harvard doctors.
Exactly. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to run through these phone calls one time before we get out of here. There's got to be something good in there. Mike out the show, though.
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to say thanks to Galvin for his research on the betting app. It's helped me out a lot.
Oh, you got it, buddy. Good.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
What are you winning on, basketball?
That and hockey. He just taught me to do a little research instead of betting with my heart and my head.
Oh, yeah.
To do a little research and check back 10, 12 games and see what's going on.
Smart move, sir. Good. Well, thanks for calling. Glad that's working out for you.
I like to say the stats are the stats.
Oh, that's very profound.
Yeah, me and Popeye.
Mike Caldish, hello.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, I was just calling to tell Gio I got some Shaq Barrett stuff for him. I didn't want him to feel left out in the show.
Yeah, please.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Send him my way.
I mean, he's got a whole, I don't know, is there anything Shaq Barrett you don't have?
No.
Yeah. Mike Caldish, hello.
If Shaq Barrett wants to come by my house, I'm fine with that.
Gio, you know what? Yes, sir.
Hello.
Oh.
You know I'd like to have on the show? Shiloh Sanders.
Okay.
He follows us on Instagram. Do you think we can maybe reach out to him and see if he's available, if he's in town?
Yeah.
I mean, we got the good Sanders on our team. Oh, come on. Let's just start to have fun. Thank you to Galvin for his open letter today. We'll play the open letter rewind tomorrow morning.
Got it.
Cody Tucker will join us on the show tomorrow. I will check to see if our Cody Tucker books are here.
I know he did send them and ask me for the address.
All right, I will double check and see if it's in my mail pile. Check us out on Instagram and on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, search The Mike Calta Show, and please like or subscribe to us. I don't even care if you like us. Just subscribe to us. It notifies you every time we go live. It would have notified you last Friday that me and my wife did a Me and My Wife podcast. The clips of Kevin Smith are up there, and among other things. Old archived shows. You can go watch it all there. We have another opportunity for you to win. $1,000 is coming up in just a little over 10 minutes.
Tomorrow, a single April Macy?
Question mark.
Interesting.
Maybe, maybe not.
I mean, is she coming in?
She's definitely coming in.
We just don't know if she's single.
We don't know if she's single.
Looking forward to trying.
I hope she brings her poetry.
She's writing poetry? The strong women poetry?
I choose me.
That might be the reason she's single.
I love April. All right, she'll be in there tomorrow. Also, Friday, Carlos Mencia will be here.
Yep.
I think that's it. The After Show with Johnny B is up next. You guys have a great day. We will see you tomorrow. Another opportunity to win $1,000 is coming up. Don't go anywhere. Goodbye.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye.
Shoot that thing, fat baby.
Shot me, big
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You called me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish. Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after. I don't even know. How do I make something funny? I don't even. Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike! Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius!
What?
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to the Mike Calta Show. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone Fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
If you've listened to my show for a while, then you know that I enthusiastically endorse Stingray Chevrolet, and I do consider Steve Hurley a good friend, and I trust his advice. And I hope you trust mine, because I'll give you some advice right now. If you're even considering buying a new car in the next few months, do it now and go straight to Stingray Chevrolet, because incentives are great, inventory is great, and not only is Stingray offering huge discounts, but you won't pay a pricey dealer fee. Listen, I've been harping on this no dealer fee for a while, but I really want you to understand the significance of their no dealer fee policy. It's an automatic savings of $1,000 to $1,500. Other dealers tack this fee onto the negotiated price, but you won't pay it at Stingray. Hey, no one has a crystal ball, and we don't know what the car market will be like down the road, but my advice is to strike while the iron is hot and choose the right dealer, and the right dealer is Stingray Chevrolet. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22 Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
I'm Keith, founder and owner of International Diamond Center. We want to be cutting edge on the fashion world.
Keith LeClaire at IDC, talking about how IDC is now a premier destination for one-of-a-kind fashion jewelry. Earrings, pendants, bracelets, necklaces, timepieces.
Most people know that we're a diamond house, but what they don't know is that we have a tremendous amount of fashion. More than half of our store is dedicated to fashion jewelry.
Featuring the world's premier designers with unique styles in white gold, yellow gold, platinum, and an exciting new collection of gorgeous eye-catching colored stones.
Rubies, sapphires, emeralds, paribas, tourmalines, aquas, you name it. We have it. There's so many gemstones out there that people never even heard about. We are making a big move into it. Every woman needs a wardrobe of jewelry.
So if you're looking for the finest in fashion jewelry for any occasion and everyday wear, you'll find the most creative, most dazzling, most cutting-edge styles right here at IDC.
A woman can never have too much jewelry.
International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online at shopidc.com.
John Setting here for Hawkins Service Co. From repairs and maintenance to upgrades, Hawkins is the go-to solution for all your HVAC and pool repair needs. Summer is upon us, and if you want peace of mind as the temperatures rise, buy a new system from Hawkins Service Co. and receive a free 1-year maintenance plan. Get ahead of the upcoming price increases. Offers ends May 31st. Schedule your consultation today and give them a call. 813-445-8209 or online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain. And Mark, can you explain why the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to, on your time.
Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale, make the most money, and move when you're ready on your timeline with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. To see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. Stream your favorite shows at theboneonline.com. Download the free Bone app or catch us on the TuneIn app. 102.5 The Bone. Available everywhere. Real Raw Radio. 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
And now it's the Mike Calta After Show. With your host, Johnny B.
That's how smooth sailing from here on
All right, here we go. Good morning, Bone fam. It is 102.5 The Bone. It is the Mike Calta After Show, and I am Johnny B. Happy Wednesday. It is May 14th. It is just after 10 o'clock, and you know we got to do this for you.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Fix. That's right. The keyword is fix. F-I-X.